And what is up? Sunday funday. It's been so much fun this weekend. Oh, exhausting. Just exhausting from all of the beer. I did have a good pile of beers put into me over the weekend. So as usual, if you're a minor, don't drink on YouTube. It's against the rules. Everybody else, thumbs up. So, before we get into our normal chat shit, there's only 14 people on, so probably give it a few minutes before too many people get in here, and then we can kick right into how the weekend went. I didn't get to watch any of the East versus West yet. There was just no way for me to see it with where I was. I'm sorry, hang on here. My shit's getting all fucked up. Yeah, there was just no way for me to watch the actual event. We were away at Provincials down in Tweed. We actually had a fucking tornado come through as we were still really in here early on. It knocked all the power out for like the entire fucking day. So the air conditioning inside the building was gone. It was just hot as shit, and we started running really behind on time. So we ended up having a third table just put outside on the patio. So that wasn't even bolted down because, we weren't able to get that done. So all in all, the day was fucking awesome. The beer fridge stayed cold for the first few hours before getting warmed up. So it wasn't terrible on that end. But overall, Provincial was awesome. That storm was crazy, though. So we had still like a 3-hour drive home afterwards. But because of the tornado that went through, fucking there was trees down all over Highway 41 the whole way. There's crews out there cutting trees out of the way. Fucking awesome. Okay, so into the chat here. What's up with your boy Derek? What's up? Well, thank you. Oh yes, my hip holster for my sweet. So into the chat here. Really, you missed out. Yeah, I know. I really wanted to watch East versus West. I just haven't been able to. Thank you, honey. I just haven't been able to watch that yet. I will try to get it seen as soon as I can. You paved the way for his team sort of go iffy, ready, go, reffing. Dizzy. Where's this? What's going on? Geez, this is way too early for me to start missing everything. What's going on, Marcus? Vampire King. Evan did. Our guy Alan did pull. Before getting into everybody's individual performance, I was very proud of my entire team. There's not one guy on the team that didn't perform above and beyond. Super proud of my fucking team. All the boys did awesome. And Carrie Ann, she did awesome, picking up a win in her first. I think she placed third both arms at her first event being Provincials. So she did really awesome. Darcy Dick, that dude was showing off arm wrestling ability way beyond the level of somebody with his experience level. The adjustments that dude was able to make in between rounds is just awesome. Everything's still kind of a blur. It was a long day. At the 198s, my boy Dylan, he pulled at his first event and he picked up a big win. My buddy Freddie, just impressive as shit. He tied up Eric Roussin in a left-handed hook battle. He ended up getting fouled for a shoulder crossing center because he was buried so deep into that hook. But if you can pull a guy like Eric Roussen, when nobody knows your name, and get stuck in a left-handed hook war with him like that. It's incredible. And then Allen, obviously, just absolutely demolished the 198 class. Fast, easy. Allen was definitely looking like the Allen of old. He even went into the overalls. Now, he did lose in the overalls to the legend Troy Eaton, but he got tricked, you know. And John Terrian, holy fuck, that guy looked amazing. That dude is a bad dude. In 2 weeks out in Alberta, Kelly Leach is in big trouble thinking he's going to hang on to John Terrian, especially in a hook style. And then my older brother pulled. So we actually threw him into the master's class because, we didn't know who was all going to be there in the open, but we did see a couple of the dudes signing up for the masters. Jeff Slater, Dave Hall, these dudes are awesome. It was Adam getting, I think he finished second, or no, he didn't finish second. I don't remember. I think he finished second. I don't recall his actual finish placement, but the matches he got into with Jeff Slater were crazy impressive. Who pissing off our guy Egan? Man, people can't appreciate the stuff he's doing. People just whine too much. What up, Evan? What's going on, Valley? Tom Van, Allen, the Maple King returns. Yeah, Allen was looking awesome. He just crushed through his entire class, like so fast. Yeah, he looked incredible. The guy that had the number one spot from him, that I've been giving Allen shit for, that needs to go clear that up. He made real short work of Spolger, and Spolger just tore through the entire class. If it wasn't for Allen, Spolger was looking like an absolute wrecking machine. All right, 52 people in here. So the East versus West. I didn't actually get to see it. I wish I did. I've been trying to watch it since, but I can't. Even the replay on Core Sports wasn't working. I found little bits on I got my beer. I found little bits on YouTube that I was able to see, but not much. No, Allen didn't pull Masters, just the Open Pro class. Troy Eaton pulled Masters in the same weight class. So after all of the individual weight classes went, they pulled the overall class. So anybody that won their class, whether it Masters or Open, were able to hop into that overall bracket. And that's where Pork Chop and Crazy George had their battle. And that was just ridiculous. But that took them both out of the overall tournament. I don't even know who won. The match stopped on a foul, and I think they both just said, okay, fuck it, we're done. Hey, Billy. Hey, Stizzy. Egan is currently having a mental breakdown. I did see him snap it out a little bit, both on the fix and on his own. He was very upset. Egan's a guy that gets fired up real easy, though. He doesn't know if he's suicidal or if he's going to murder someone. Well, killing yourself is still kind of murder, isn't it? Yeah. I get why Engen's upset. He puts a lot of effort and a lot of money and a lot of time into running these massive events that the world loves to see. And he's getting shit on pretty hard by a lot of people. I know the stream, but that's just how live streams work. Like everywhere, it's the servers aren't set up to take that kind of load, and too many people get watching it. It all freezes up, and I think they should really look at doing it in short blocks and then uploading it one after another instead. I'm going to block all arm wrestling fans. Who will be left to promote to? Wow. There's the problem. That's why I hope he doesn't just cancel East versus West. They're just awesome events. Fixing that live stream issue is tough, though. England should look up how fans treat Gary Bettman, the NHL commissioner. Oh, fuck yeah. Look, it's anytime you're going to be on the internet, you're open for public scrutiny. And if you can't take it, you're going to have issues where you end up freaking out an awful lot because the internet is not a safe place. And if your feelings get hurt easy, you know, trying to do the public figure thing is going to go tough for you. I'm a nice guy, and I still get people harassing me all the time. Honestly, for him, he's going to eventually block 100% of the fans from his channel. No, he's not. It's not that bad. Great philosophical quandary is coming. Self-quit game murder. He's committing self-quit game murder. Is it not? Ending life. Being NHL commissioner is nothing like what Ingen's doing and footing the bill. Right. So Ingen's putting out a lot more of his own personal time, effort, money, and everything for what he's doing. He's also not getting shit on anywhere near as hard. I do not think it's the stream that we are upset about. That is out of control. That is out of his control. He's a promoter and he interjected in 2 live matches. As a promoter, the refs never mentioned a word. Which matches? Is it your smoke alarm? No, that's not the smoke alarm. That's my dryer. I've actually never been banned by Ingen, which is surprising. I've been banned by a lot of people. I simply gave an honest, nice opinion. Is the WAL going to start up again? I believe it is. Evan feeds the trolls. It's great. Yeah. Well, they start shitting on me. I don't care. I kind of enjoy it. What are you going to get crying about? Thoughts on Corey West versus John blah blah. Is that match happening? I'd like to see it. Todd Zilla looks fucking incredible. John's John. So Corey had a good match with Todd. I could see Corey and John being really, really good to see. Corey might crush through him. John might figure out how to stop it. Who knows? Clearly, espy couldn't figure out how to stop it, which was really surprising for me. Understanding and working really hard, and the stream messed up out of his control. Frustrating, but can't eat CEO Marcus. I want to know what he did that he actually interjected himself into the matches. So I haven't got to see it. Valley, Island, Monster Michael Todd trade. They were just clarifying quickly. Monster Michael Todd and John, he put his nose in it. And John? What do you mean Monster Michael Todd and John? Oh, those are the 2 matches. John's match and Michael Todd's match. What did he do? He's arguing with Michael Todd literally during and between his matches about the rules. Wow. Michael Todd shouldn't be arguing about the rules. He knows the rules. I did hear Ingen go a little bit over what the clarification of was that. But your shoulder can't be lower than your elbow. Anytime your humerus bone goes on a declined angle in a neutral or losing position in that rule set, it's a foul. He was saying when his shoulder's over rolled. So if he's rolled, he can have a straight arm, but his shoulder's still up and his elbow's on the decline, not the shoulder on the decline. It shouldn't be an issue. I didn't see him do anything that was so low that it should have been called. What's your thoughts on Wild Horse getting his new mane? And will you consider hair transplant and be a Chia Pet man? I will not be getting hair transplants. And yeah, I saw Matt actually shave his head live today. He should have done it a while ago. Salty trolls are all that keeps me going. Oh, I love the trolls, man. I was on the Monster Michael Todd for a minute when he was talking about it. I heard him say Ingen apologized a few times to him. Well, they had a miscommunication beforehand, so makes sense. What's your thoughts on a Wild Horse? Yeah, covered that. No Chia Pet. Devin is now 4th left-hand ranking in North America. Why would he have dropped to 4th? Oh, Corey West jumps up above Ryan, who is ahead of Devin. Whatever. I'm sure Devin could take a match against any of them and win. Yeah, he had to struggle a little bit pulling against the top 3 dudes in Quebec. And every one of those dudes is a legitimate fucking badass. So But if he wanted to, he would have hit right through all three of them 3 times each. He started playing around with them a little bit and letting them in the match and having to work for it. We're going back and forth arguing in the heat of the moment. You don't do that to an athlete. I would have cursed him out. Yeah, well, England was arguing, not Michael Todd. England's a bit of a hothead, and he does what he wants. It's fucking Istanbul. He does what he wants. Do you think Travis B will be a huge impact on the arm wrestling scene later this year? I don't think Travis is actually training. He just says he is. Rolling on the floor laughing. Sorry, was missing the first part. Most of Michael Todd was pissed off big time after vids. Yeah, he's always pissed off or something. Evan, the ref said not one word. Well, the refs aren't going to argue with the promoter. They're the ones that pay him. Was being crafty, trying to king's move, turning arm. Well, as long as your shoulder stays above, you're allowed to. I've been trying to watch John's match. That's one of the matches where I got to see like a chopped, edited version. So instead of it being actual fluent video, it was just like 40 pictures a second flashing through. So it was damn near like a video. But I did get to see John's match, kind of. And it was weird, the pin happening the way it did, but that's how the rules are. Most Michael Todd was reffing his own match, intimidating the refs. If that's what you got to do to win, do what you got to do. You're a professional. You're paid to win. You should try to win. Michael Mustard tries to say point of his elbow is inch over from bone growth. That's the opposite side of the elbow tip. Well, that's a thing. The rules are kind of weird, and you're allowed to roll and have your elbow off, depending on the scenario, as long as it stays within the circumference of the elbow pad. That's one of the things I kind of do like about the WAO. They look at your elbow as a whole, like a softball kind of thing, or a baseball. If any part of that is still on the pad, it's not an elbow foul. So I can have half of my elbow hanging right off as long as some part of the elbow joint itself is still touching the pad. You're good. Makes it a lot easier, and you get a lot less tiny little elbow fouls. 2 problems. Core Sport website crashed on mobile. Where was it? Yeah. Doesn't matter what type of phone. I had to watch it on my daughter's tablet, but even still, it seemed the Wi-Fi location can't handle it. A lot of people, who do I think the hottest Kardashian is? I don't know. Probably Caitlyn. You explained that shoulder position thing perfectly. Should tell that to Engen. Engen knows exactly what that is. He's the one that wrote the rules for his thing, and it shouldn't have been an issue. Come on, Michael Mustard was being super nice. The guy looked like a little kid enjoying himself, even losing. Rick knows best random question of tonight's lives. Most Michael Todd broke his arm, his elbow could have moved. It looks like that's where it is, if you ask me. It's possible. I know he's got a really fucked up elbow joint, and it's very calcified, and there's a lot of bone spurs and growth. If you look back, I'm not sure if it's on Mike's channel or Devin's channel, but they did like this collab thing where they were talking about, Michael Todd actually getting the elbow surgery that Devin got to get it all cleaned out so he can actually open his arm again. At that point, I think they kind of decided for Mike it was best not to get the surgery while he's still at the top of the world, because it's going to set you back a bunch. So, Richard Jennings, good evening, my friend. Hope all is well. All is well. Marcus Thompson, Travis mouth training. Yeah, that's all he trains is his mouth. Yeah, I was going to say, like, Dev gave away a lot to maximize blood flow, treated it like a practice kind of. Yeah, well, he's always looking just to get a workout and play around. I'm sure was enjoying himself in the filthy power pump. Oh, if you look at the elbow, it's flat in the point. I haven't actually got to see it, so I couldn't say. That's where I lost respect. Engen's all right, man. He gets a little heated. You think Mouse Michael Todd is done, or what? I don't know about done, but I mean, obviously he's not able to compete at that high of a level anymore. Either the level of everybody else is just surpassing, Or maybe he is on the decline. He's not young. His elbow's definitely fucked up. I know he can't feel his hand most of the time due to nerve damage from all of this shit. Maybe it's time for him to take that 3 or 4 year break and go get his elbow cleaned up and, rehab it and come back later. He can still use his left for now. Sure, it's not going to be competing at the highest level, but you don't have to be the number one guy in the world. I mean, only one guy gets to do that. So if you're not that, find out where the competitive level you're at is and go just compete. Get yourself in those tough fights that's why we do it, So what? You're not number one in the world. Big deal. Get out there and just fucking do it because we love it. That's why we do it. That's right, Form. Call them all nerds for the lack of likes. Wolf, you still working? Is Wolf still working? He's always working. Marcus is a little ridiculous if you ask me. I may be new here, but come on, man. I'm not an idiot. Oh, whenever England started going off at Marcus over on the fix, that was kind of funny. Carolyn is Evan's smoke alarm. I just heard it. No, it's my dryer. I changed the battery in my smoke alarm. I left my like already. Arm wrestling. Oh, where did that go? Oh, I'm falling really behind really early tonight. Arm wrestling fans salty today. Oh, everybody's salty all over the place. Seems like a fun day to be on the internet. I think it's hard for most Michael Todd humorists not to go up because his arm don't straighten. No, that's just how high up his body is, and it's just a matter of standing up a little harder. I don't know. I don't think Mike's really breaking the rules, but Engen's got his own little set of rules. So when you roll your shoulder over, as long as it's still not on that decline, and as you roll over, it's easy to pop it up. So you can still full kings with your shoulder above the pad. Should be fine. I come to Belfast, Brick Nose, right? From what Ingen was saying, it was that once Michael Todd thought he could roll shoulder in a neutral position, he can, as long as his shoulder's not below his elbow, he can. Yeah, well, that's how they do. What do you think George is doing differently than Michael? It seems while people gain height on George, he never loses contact with his opponent's thumb. So George does things a little bit differently. He really clamps down on the thumb and cranks from there. He doesn't arm wrestle with a strap in a traditional style. And George is weird. So he will give up his cup completely just to really clamp on your thumb. And then his elbow is really, really tough there. And Porkchop was trying to prioritize pinning George versus climbing. So it was tough. Yeah, doing a double Sunday shift, routing work trucks. Oh, yay. That's always fun. Double shift Sundays. Barbosa was jacked like a pancake machine. Yeah, Barbosa did look good. I saw some of that one too. He looked awesome. Adam Parker, what's up, brother? Just getting off work. What did I miss? Oh, not a whole lot. We just went over provincials a little bit. A shout out to Adam Vandal. I hope you heal up, brother. If you're watching or checking it out later, you kind of roughed out of there real quick. So Adam Vandal, the Western Survivor guy, he was in a match. He was a little bit out of position. He fights out of position a fair bit, though. He's just really strong out there. And he just tried to really pull it in, and his bicep tendon just let go off the bone. I feel bad for him, man. That's a doozy to come back for. But he seemed like he was in fairly good spirits talking to people. I hope he heals up quickly. Now, Michael couldn't get the surgery at all. He was told he needed a total elbow replacement, and he wouldn't be able to lift anything heavy ever again. Wow. There's a lot of people that got told they'll never be able to do anything ever again, and they've proved doctors wrong. So how bad do you want it? It's going to take a while, and you're going to have some serious rehab and time, but I'm sure he'd be able to. It was nice to see Mike smiling, having fun, though. Reminded me of Tony Ferg smiling recently. Warrior Show, and they still have it. Well, that's kind of the goal here, right? You should just be enjoying yourself, and some people need to be angry and fired up to fight. Some people just love it when the ref says go. It doesn't matter their mood before the go. They're ready to work. Morozov is definitely scary. That was wild. Mass said Morozov is the strongest left hand he's ever felt. His left's good. Who did Morozov pull at the last East versus West? Left-handed. Oh, come on, everybody hit the like button. Carolyn Looms in the super chat. Evan, do we have Maple Queen footage? I do have all of his matches filmed, I believe. If I put together all of the matches real quick, I could probably get out a 13-second video of him just destroying the entire competition. It was, Alan looked awesome. There was actually like 2 or 3 matches where he missed the go and the other guy hit and Alan didn't move and then realized, oh shit, the ref said go because it was loud and the ref wasn't really being super loud. So he just like missed, didn't hear the ref saying go. I had to keep yelling at him, remind him, watch the ref, Alan, get ready to fire off. And then, you know, he's not paying attention to the ref. The ref yells go, the other guy starts going. Alan kind of realized the other guy's arm wrestling and just smash. It was really funny. Alan looked awesome. The damn Tobias kid is a wrecking ball. Hot damn, he's got some horsepower. Yeah, Tobias Sprong is awesome. Oh, Carolina really hope so. Marcus better. Brewery wages pulling 2 shifts. Oh, White Wolf making that big time money. Evan, they do a rules meeting prior, everyone in the refs. Do you honestly think it's okay for the promoter to argue with a puller mid-match? The refs never mentioned it. I don't think anybody should be arguing. The promoters they should be required to explain the rules in detail to all competitors, and the refs need to know the rules and follow them. Any arguments at that point shouldn't be had. The refs should always be right in their argument. They need to know the rules very well. I don't see reason for it. David, I think Ingen is saying, where did that go? Oh, wow. I think Ingen is saying it's a negative angle from the pad, which is what he says from neutral or losing position. Even the arm rolled over, the shoulder changed position, but it's still negative. Well, then he's not doing it properly because normally you've got to have your elbow way up to get a negative position, a decline to the shoulder. By rolling your arm over, you're able to bring your shoulder higher. So it's no longer a decline in the humerus. But if he's doing it, then it should be called. There shouldn't be a question about it. There should never have been contact, talk with a fighter, pull between rounds. Well, that's true. Ingen should not have. I mean, the ref should be making the calls. Ingen should remind the refs if they're misunderstanding a rule. But yeah, you should never get into it with an athlete while they're kind of busy. Austin just heard you pull Lachlan hard match. What? I have no idea what that means, Marcus. Austin just heard you pull Lachlan hard match. It's Ingen's event, just don't watch it. Yeah, well, Ingen's nuts. Everybody knows that. If you don't want to see it, don't. I like watching all that shit. So whatever. About that time when I go for a smoke, be it a battle with 4 June bugs using a flip-flop, just trying to have a decent smoke going. Oh, those June bugs are awesome. Jaggers, can't wait for you to smash Lachlan. I hope Jaggers does. I really do. Austin's an awesome dude. Lachlan doesn't seem like a bad dude either, but I'm still going to be rooting for Austin for sure. I'm more upset he came at Marcus. Engen had that super chat coming for him. Guys, that's Engen. Just avoid him if you're going to get upset about him freaking out. Like, he does that. That's why they call him the Enigma of Rage. Go back and watch his younger stuff, man. He was a fucking savage. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. He will freak the fuck out in a hurry. And, like, even if there's nothing that should be upsetting him, he still just snaps. It was actual nice. The funny thing funny as fuck. Yeah, I know. I actually did see the comment, Marcus. You were telling him like not to worry about all the shit pumps that are just fucking coming at him. I don't think it actually had anything to do with you, Marcus. I think Ingen was just freaking the fuck out, and he was planning on getting on there and snapping a bit because he's all pissed off. And he read your chat, big money slam there, and just kind of snapped out anyways. Also, Marcus, sometimes people have a hard time understanding what you're writing down there. You know, your accent gets a little thick in your chat. Morozov looked awesome. I really wish I got to see the Morozov matches. I didn't actually get to see Mask and Prudnik. I heard Prudnik was just playing with them, though. Schoolboy versus Beerman. I love to. Awesome job, Mabel Queef. Yeah, Alan's awesome. Derek Smith. Oh. Where's that gone? Pulled Tobias. Yeah. I missed the fix and all the drama, I guess. Just know I enjoyed some arm wrestling yesterday. I'm happy shirt color. Awesome arm wrestling all over the place yesterday. Hey, Tersey, you think you could be nice to me because you're a billionaire? Say that to my face, Tersey. Oh, yeah. He fucking snaps. It's hilarious. Well, Marcus, we talked about it the other day. Screw that. That bothered me today. Oh, I'm getting lost in the chat now. Oh, yeah. Well, I think Ing was just snapping anyways. Didn't matter who it was that wrote. Alan did pull out the pew pew after the big win. Yeah. I might have turned the camera off a little too early and missed the pew pew, but it definitely came out. It was awesome. Sounds like Alan had no chill, straight to the pad, no fucking around. Actually, I told Alan to slow it down because we don't get any fucking footage when you're smashing that hard. Just hook the guy in the finals now because, you know, show people that, let them know what's up, that you're back. So he did. He hooked him and it stopped and he had to fight a bit and still pinned him like still maybe a second and a half, 2 seconds kind of thing. It was still fast, but the last round he did hook when I told him to instead of smashing. I know, mate, all good, but I'm just laughing. I had someone calling me out. No idea who the fuck I am. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much, Marcus. It'd take a deal with it. Exactly. Marcus, I'm with you. Don't really know. I was like, really? Is this happening? Oh, yeah. I think it was funny. I think all of it's funny. I think Mike was fine. Kind of level a few times, borderline, but no definite negative. I'd like to see it, but I said straight, but nice. Super chat to Ing and he called me out. I'm still laughing. Oh, dude. Yeah. Go give Ing a little choking. That would be funny. We got to film it, though. I want that on my channel. If Monster Michael Todd went over to Ingen mid-match, why would anybody be mad at Ingen for getting into it with him if Mike went over to him? Matt Bass first, Michael Todd next. Someone has to win. That's true. They can't both lose. Austin 6th. What? I was 6th. 420 coming soon. For sure, maybe 10 minutes. Where am I? Marcus joining the band club. Everybody's in the band club. I think everybody but me has been banned by Ingen at some point. I haven't seen the fix yet. Marcus, you've been cheating with Ingen. Ingen is the devil. Ingen is of the devil, or is, at least sometimes. Ingen's definitely got some snappy pants happening from time to time. Who's not a little bit psycho, you know? Ingen misreading the chat. English is not Ingen's first language. I'm not even sure if Marcus speaks English, so not understanding each other could happen. Hey, were you banned, Mo? Who? Hey, Evan, what's up, man? Zach Shattuck. Dude, where were you yesterday? What do you think is wrong? I actually caught a brief explanation that Ryan had on Ozzy's channel, and that's actually the same thing I've been saying. I don't think Michael Todd's hand is able to keep up anymore. His elbow's too far gone, and the nerve damage is just he's lost too much out of his hand. My favorite match in history. Oh boy, that's not a fair question. There's way too many. I'd have to rewatch a bunch of them. Love being banned. Used to it. No bar let me in. Afraid of wrestling. I've been banned from a few bars myself. Corey West, under the radar, successful weekend. Yeah, no, that was a big win for Corey. Smashing Ryan. I heard he just like ran through him. Guess which arm wrestler game was funny? It's posted on the Voice of Arm Wrestling channel. Is that where John and England were sitting around doing stuff? I saw the thumbnail for that. I wanted to watch it, but no time yet. What's your all-time favorite matches? Man, I've seen so many good arm wrestling matches. It's impossible to just do that, just to pick one out of the air like that. Yeah, Gennady looked really good. Turns out I called a lot of those matches pretty accurately. I've been banned from England channel. Might be back now. Whatever. Everybody gets banned. Carolyn, not really nice, but I said if I give it out the banner, I'd take it like a man and shake it off your shoulder. Yeah. That's really all you said. It was just, fucking brush it off your shoulder. No big deal. And he just fucking freaked out. I missed the part where England went off on Marcus. I left and came back. I think it was pretty early on at the beginning of it when, it was right when England just got in. Oh, 6th chromosome. Right before the end, Frank, we in the band club, the fan club, band club. That's awesome. Oh my. You're relying on him having a sense of humor. Oh yeah, England does not have that. England in the chat, like Revis was when he was trying to warn the ref with his eyes in the Monster Michael Todd match. Oh, Monster Michael Todd's been successfully Kings moving with WAF table and rules for a very long time. Troy the Destroyer, hey brother. Hope everything's good. Glad to see the channel's growing. Me too, man. I enjoy it. Wolf, I'm banned for life. I've been banned for life from the same bar like 4 times. Bruno gave Matt the Holy Zilla head rub. Matt looked furious. I thought it was going to snap. It was fantastic. I love Matt's fire. Oh yeah, Matt gets fucking heated. I did see the pre-presser. Did he actually give up his flexion and just start wrist curling him to get a workout in the match like he said he was gonna? Marcus, I don't know how to speak that. I can do it. Shimmy Waza in his ear. Carol's so true. That's why Matt shaved his head after. Oh, Carolyn with a super chat. Ain't no one gonna bring matches like England. Love him. Yeah, he's doing a great job. Whatever. The Crazy George match with Pork Chop. I was actually the one that convinced George to get up there and do it. And George's like, I don't want to. I'm old. I'm tired. I'm like, George, go up to the table and ask him if he wants to start in straps. If he says no, say fuck it, you win. If he says yes, get on the strap and show the young fellow what's up. So they did, and it was awesome. So one of the guys on our team, Dan Labrie, he actually got into a pretty good match with George in the Masters class where he tried to Kings move Crazy George, and they ended up going at it pretty good. It was awesome. Oh, Marcus Thompson in there with the big money slam. See, I'm a nice guy, but don't tell anyone. Evan, remember Drunk Wars is coming. Start practicing with a pint glass daily. Oh, all I do is practice. That's kind of my thing, Marcus. I did a lot of practicing at the event yesterday, but thank you for your continued ongoing support. I need another beer. East versus West rocks. Yeah, East versus West is awesome. There's always such good matches. Really wish I could have made it, man. This right arm is hungry. Training has been another level for sure. Yeah, there was awesome matches. So the super heavyweights, I didn't compete because I'm pulling in Alberta in 2 weeks. The super heavyweight class, I think Curtis Cameron just kind of walked through everybody right-handed. I think it was him and Jason Constantini in the finals, and he beat Tiny twice fairly handily. Left-handed, we had a few other big names in there. Rick Heidebrecht pulled. Mike Gould was in there. Curtis went through everybody like easy. Mike Gould got Rick Heidebrecht first and knocked him down. No. Yes, Mike knocked Tiny down into the B side and then lost to Curtis. No, Mike knocked Rick Heidebrecht into the B side and then lost to Pork Chop. And then down on the B side, Heidebrecht pulled Tiny, and Tiny came through his hand and beat him. And then Mike beat Tiny. And then whenever he went back up, he asked for straps with Pork Chop because he tried to slip the first time and Chop just held him and just went, bah. So he asked for straps for the second match. Chop said, sure, yeah, let's go straps. And Mike was just too much out into the strap, and Chop couldn't get his hook set in. So Pork Chop ended down in a King's move when Mike Gould really, really had to work around the King's move. So we got to see how good of an arm wrestler Mike is on top of just being super fucking strong. And he won that match. And then when they went again, right back into the straps, but this time Pork Chop just hooked and drilled him. So that left-handed supers was awesome. In the 242s at provincials, though, so the class that I would have been in, it was just awesome. All the top dogs were showing up. You had Yannick, Brian DeZormo, Jamie Staken. So these are all three guys that I've just had super matches against kind of thing. And Jamie Staken, who I just pulled my right-handed super match with a few weeks ago, just walked through the competition, crushed everybody. Like, super easy. So with him just walking through everybody and having just lost to me in a straight super match, I'm the big dog in that yard. Sorry if I missed it. Alan pulled. Yes, Alan pulled and crushed it. I was banned when he banned 4,000, then unbanned the next day. He banned 4,000 people. I wonder if that's a real fact, because I could see it. Who actually gets angry enough to sit there and hit the ban button 4,000 times? Did anyone see Blowy's after vid with the towel drop? No. No, I didn't. Stizzy, that's why he needs our understanding and love. At the end, he was ranting at some other peeps too. Everybody does that. What's up, Mr. 8 Hour Live? I don't do 8-hour lives, do I? I don't think I've ever done one that long. Yep. Definitely falling behind in the chat pretty good here. Did McPhee? Evan got footage. We'll upload soon. Yes, I will definitely be getting the footage of Alan and the rest of the boys out as soon as possible. Hopefully I get time to get it all edited up tomorrow. This is a great way to end the day. Box of beer beside me and the Beer Man live. I got a box of beer beside me too. All over, Beer Man. How was the event you were at? Oh, the team did amazing. There's not one member of the team that I wasn't impressed and proud of. Matt shaved his head live today. Yes, he did. The head rub. I saw a picture of the head rub, but you could just see how fucking angry Matt was. Oh, I finally caught up to the massive super chat. Jesus, I am real late. It didn't feel like 8 hour live, more like 3. I might go live after Heaven Ends tonight. Oh, did Devin's Forum do a long live? When? Yeah, Marcus is a fucking legend. Matt shaved his hand to get rid of the smell of Prudnick's hands. The ultimate vampire. I could have idled longer. I didn't realize. Having you better man up. I'm back at my guy. I'm always manned up. Drunk Wars is a team bonding activity with the liquor store crew. Oh, motherfucking legend putting Engen in his place. Oh, Marcus was being nice to Engen. Engen just fucking snapped the fuck out. It was hilarious. And I just know I was live for 8 hours 30. What? Devin's Forum had an 8 hour live. What the fuck? How did I not know about this? Usual suspects. Yeah. You guys haven't seen it. Check out Devin's Forum channel. I watched Devin's Farms channel all the time. I did not know of a native or live. Everyone go on Facebook, message Engen and tell him he's doing a good job, thanking him he's got to keep doing it. And then tell him to brush it off his shoulder if he gets upset about it and see how that goes. Just the usual slightly hard to detect internet sarcasm mostly for me today. Oh, and I trolled Moss Michael Todd and Engen pretty hard earlier. You're not the only one that was trolling those guys. Need one subscriber to hit 500. Oh man, I could unsubscribe and resubscribe. That might do it. I blocked that forearm guy. Wouldn't stop with the caps. Marcus is for the people. Frank, the chopper was out earlier. Think Engen had his boys. Did Engen send an attack helicopter at you? So rude. You're gonna have to fight fire with fire, man, Marcus. Yep. Definitely all fucked off on this again. I think I'm falling further behind. Well, I'm just gonna pick up here. See how that goes. My links don't work here. My powers are useless. Well, that's always going to be a problem. You got to get better powers, man. Beer man, you faked COVID to get out of the schoolboy match, didn't you? I definitely did not. But the test said I did. So there's that. Did BLM pull chance? No. BLM is pulling chance in 2 weeks. That's the event in Alberta we're going to. It looks awesome. Evan, could we put out a call for Paul Italia appreciation segment? Hopefully get him on before John's match. I talked to Paul not that long ago, actually. Maybe I can get Paul on here. We'll see what's up. Congrats on 500. That was quick. Awesome, boys. Awesome. Marcus, or Devin's Forum, how are you able to do lives when you're still under 1,000? I just don't understand how to do all these things. I stand for Marcus, but I'm still waiting for the chance to time him out. True story. Oh, there's no timing out Marcus. He actually runs the show. It's not really a live. It's just me talking in chat with all my videos on a loop. It works though. I gotcha. So like a premiere video thing on loop and you're just like sitting there hanging out, chatting in the, gotcha. That actually sounds fun. You sit around, drink beer and type all day. I like the picture of you at the water park. Real nice. Me too. Devin's Farm's awesome. When's the challenge with Derek happening? What challenge? You gotta keep in mind, I don't rewatch these shows, and I know I agree to some things that I don't recall, so someone will have to remind me of it. I got to Engen's stream at about the 15-minute mark. I think I do remember noticing Marcus hadn't sent his usual super chat. Maybe he was already banned. So Engen's stream was before Neil's stream, I think. And the freak out happened on Neil's on the fix. And I was talking about Devin's 8-hour live, watching the videos of your drunken family. Wow, I can't blame them for that. His farm did his first live last night. Great job. Is it just me or does everyone hate Monster Michael Todd's wife? No, Rebecca's a sweetheart. 8 hours of air slaps. 8 hours of air slaps while hanging out and chatting. That'd be cool. My nephew actually did really good. So I guess that'd be Jane for all those that watch this channel. He was going there and he looks ridiculous because the hair shaving incident on his birthday. So he just has this silly little mustache. And he actually got into a match with that young Georgian kid, Alexander Kaji. And that kid is just this young Georgian freak. Everybody's going to know who that kid is. If you watch the Table Monkeys, the young Georgian, the kid's a badass. And Logan actually took his hand and stopped it up top. And then they did slip, or whenever they got strapped together, it went into a hook. And that kid's just so strong. Just held him, kind of looked around, smiled, and then fucking drilled him. Oh, everyone in the chat got the wrench. Oh, Brian just handed out wrenches. What are you, like Oprah Winfrey? And you get a wrench, and you get a wrench. It's awesome. When are you going live again? I got to hear about this. Just endless slap shots. Yeah, so nobody knew who my nephew was until he started doing air slap shots, and then everybody recognized him. It was hilarious. I was there. I got a wrench. It was awesome. Marcus is salty. Well, don't be salty. Where the fuck did that go? Yep, definitely lost it. Okay, we'll just pick up here. That'll work. If you guys haven't seen it, I'm gonna check out that. I don't have time to sit around and watch an old 8-hour live, but I will definitely be checking it out. Sure, love our people. I love everybody, even the haters. I really love the haters. You were there, though. I think you trolled them much harder. I blocked that forearm guy. Wouldn't stop the cops. Did I go way too fucking? I might have. Fuck. Who? I'm gonna check out Carolyn. I hate olives. Olives are terrible. Why would anybody want to eat an olive? The bar, all the power went out, so we couldn't even get food. The only thing they could give me is like this skewer with a pickle, an extreme bean, and 2 olives. I did eat the pickle and the bean though, and then 2 giant packs of pepperettes. Are there tickets available for the Red Deer show? I don't know if you need tickets. Am I left arm dominant? No. Just historically, my left arm has performed better than my right. I think that's more due to the level of right arm competition around and everybody else just being shit with their left, where I'm pretty good with both. Might want to make the drive. I don't know how far of a drive it is, but I think anybody can go. I think it's open. Derek is supposed to play your friend in Halo, and if he loses, he has to eat an absurd amount of food since he lost to Morozov. What happened if he would have won against Morozov, though? Because it's kind of ringing a bell. Yeah, so he lost. So he's got to play my buddy in Halo, and if he loses that, then he has to do the food challenge. Something's making sense there. I'm going to have to go back and find where we made that deal. I'll go live again right after you tonight, I guess. Mark is busy chopping down olive trees. Just get rid of all olive trees because I fucking hate olives. Someone blocked you. Yeah, well, someone said they blocked you for all the caps. Well, that's the thing. You don't have to super chat in on a live whenever it's not super busy. If it's all in caps, it kind of stands out and I make sure to read it. Everybody else, I just, I try to read everything. I appreciate all the support in the super chats. It's definitely not required, especially on a slow night like this. Well, it's not a slow night. We've got, 82 people in the chat, so that's a pretty decent, consistent number for, a calm Sunday evening, having some beers, discussing what happened over the weekend. I write all in caps for Evan, but he reads everything tonight. Yeah, well, everything in caps makes it easier to read. The old lookers aren't what they used to be, getting up there in age. So in conclusion, the West mopped the floor with the East. Well, I heard Derek got crushed and Matt got crushed. I don't even know, but I believe, and Chafee lost, and Michael Todd lost. So there's 4 losses. I think Paul Lynn won, Hutchins won, Brezink won. Who else was? What are the matches? Marcio won, so that's 4-4. What are the other 2? What 2 matches am I missing? When are we going to see Quebec versus Ontario tourney? We have done a Quebec versus Ontario tournament, and sadly to say, Quebec won every single fucking division. Devin was reffing and not competing, so I was still really new. This was the very first super match I'd ever done, so I was maybe 2 years in the sport, and Sylvain Perron was still just a fucking world-class destroyer. So I finished second behind Sylvain, but fuck, what do you want me to do about it? Fucking Sylvain was a badass. And then they won every other class. None of our top guys were there, though, and all of theirs were. So, yeah, we got fucked up. USA versus East finished 5-3. So you're not counting Matt Mask as part of the West. Devin's Farm, don't worry about it. Caps is your thing. We're good with that. So Derek, Matt, Todd, and Chafee all took losses. Yeah, but if it's 5-5, that's only 4. Where's the other one? Oh, Matt took 2 losses. Gotcha. That'd be it. So who had 2 wins then? If did Marcio pull right and left? Is that what happened? Did he get 2 wins? Because Derek wasn't pulling both hands. Michael Todd can't pull both hands. Chafee, his left's not bad. Probably either him or Derek would have the best left of that group, I think. It looked so easy for Chafee. The first 2 wins, almost too easy. Do you think now that you can bet on matches or the corruption people throw them? I doubt there is corruption. Ryan, what's going on, buddy? Marcio won both hands and Matt lost both hands, so 5-5. Who's Marcio's left-hand match against? My brain is just being shit. Yeah, Barbosa won both. Todzilla, Brezink, and Paul Lynn. Heard Paul Lynn's match was amazing. So Marcio beats Barong right, and I don't really know the other guy he pulled left. Devin's Farm, Heaven starting as anchorman for Ron Burgundy, Canadian style. I love Ron Burgundy. Look at my name. I love Caps. Well, of course you do. Of course you do. Anybody hating on you for the Caps, just never mind them. Just brush that off your shoulder. You'll be all right. What do you think of Radford versus Bolson at Provincials? Who's Radford? Was that the dude that beat Tyler right-handed? Not Ron Burgundy, Rob Burgundy. Paul in 3-2, great match. I heard that was one of the best matches of the day. Corey destroying espy. I haven't seen that yet. If anybody has a link for that, I'd love you to send it to me. I'd like to watch that. I heard Corey just looked awesome, though. Paul Lynn was great. Will boost him up big time. Definitely would. He's badass. Sam Calgary, lefty, Kegler. Jeff Radford. I actually didn't see that match. I was outside watching the matches at that time. But Tyler didn't know who he was either. And he was super impressed. So I actually don't even know who the guy is. But if he just won the 220s right-handed in Ontario, that's a guy I want to know who it is, because that's impressive. Paul Lynn ignited the West. Yeah, I heard it was amazing. People were just freaking out, excited during that match. Tobias, in my opinion, was the biggest upset. Dude looked very quick and aggressive. 3-0 Prudnik. Yeah, Prudnik's left. Not his right. His right hand is fucking crazy. Paul Lynn facing Zarab, who faced Brezink next. That match actually could be awesome. Awesome. Rackley, I call it out. Jim Strong, but still the future. Yeah. It's impossible to deny how strong that dude is when you see the numbers of the lifts he's doing. But just not enough. Too much side pressure and fucking old eyebrows. Tobias killed it. Even losing one's still impressive. Left or right, I didn't expect that. Like at all. I don't know, man. There was a ton of really awesome arm wrestling all over the place. Did you guys see Devin's 3 matches against Quebec? Because that was crazy too. Devin has a chance to, oh man. The closer we get to it, the more convinced I am that Devin is going to win at least one. My official prediction was always going to be Devin 5-1, but that might change as we get closer. Or not Devin 5-1, Levin 5-1. But that might change. I think instead Rackley's wrist isn't developed strong enough. I don't know if it's his wrist or his arm that wasn't enough. Todd Hutchins' whole game with arm wrestling is involved with his hand. Taking my hand doesn't mean you win. You have to make my hand touch that pin pad. In order to do that, you've got to make my arm move down. If you can't make my arm move, it doesn't matter if you make my hand. My arm still has to go down for you to win. So you still got to turn that corner and go sideways. Doesn't matter how much up top you have. That only helps you with the leverage. If your arm is still strong enough, you're going to get there. Todd videos, I think they're auditions for his new stand-up shows. Derek let Carolyn down big time. He'll pull Chafee 2025, no worries. Yeah, we had a tornado come through and just fuck up Ontario yesterday afternoon. It was crazy. All of Eastern Ontario was without power all day. It was wild. I saw some videos of the tornado coming through Ottawa and just like tearing shit up. We had trees and power lines down across the highway the whole drive home. It was nuts. It was nuts. Looking out the windows. So the event where we were was on some little lake out in Tweed, but you look out the windows of the bar and there's a big patio deck and then it looks out over the lake, but you couldn't see 20 feet. Like you couldn't see 10 feet. It was just nuts how fucking hard that wind and rain came through. Stizzy, go ahead and delete that. He paved the way, champ. Marcus's aftermatch vid with the towel dropping was hilarious. I didn't see any towel dropping from Old Blowy. Well, Mr. Eyebrows. Carolyn, keep dreaming. Thank you. Yep, seeing it. Devin was a wall. Well, Devin lost a couple of rounds in those matches, didn't he? I only got to see him quickly, but I think he lost a couple of rounds. Just get on Bowen's trade for his 3-year beat level and story. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Devin got the chipmunk cheeks going. Head gaze. Yeah, he's getting big. He's getting big. Great thumbnail today, by the way. Well, we should thank Devin's forearm for that because he is the man behind all of the beauty. People were buying generators like they were buying toilet paper in 2020, sold out everywhere because of the storm. I believe it, man. That was a hell of a storm, and nobody knew how long it was going to take for the power to get back on. Those boys, the linesmen and the hydro guys, they were working at some fucking fierce of a pace to get power turned back on as quickly as they did. We actually had the power come back on before the event even ended. And by the time I got home, our power was back on here. So that was well. Did Alan win? Yes, by smash. We just dusted the entire class easily. Blowy took down Egan with that vid, made him cancel East versus West 4. Oh, that's funny. The storm was in Ontario. All of Eastern Ontario was fucked. There was towel dropping. I don't know, man. I didn't see it. Northern New York, USA, pounded by rain this weekend. 75 pH through Ottawa. Yeah, we definitely had tornadoes touching down in Ottawa and all over Eastern Ontario. It was fucking wild out. The storm came through, and the storm was maybe 15 minutes in duration, but it was fucking intense. And I think it was Troy Eaton looks over at me, and anybody that doesn't know Troy Eaton, legend of Ontario arm wrestling, he actually leans over to me. He's like, "Holy fuck! If the power goes out from this storm, are they going to cancel provincials or what?" Because the guy running it, Joe Gould, was announcing if the lights go off and power goes out while you're arm wrestling, do not stop. The refs can still see you. Still are in a match. Keep going. And then Troy leans over. Is like, if the power goes out, is that going to kill the event? And within 3 seconds, dead. Power out everywhere. I didn't actually see a tornado in real life with my own eyes on this, but I saw the videos and they were all around. We drove right through where tornadoes were that on the way home. Little Yoda, I don't know. Little Yoda's just always there. It's an inside joke. I'm not a Mr. Delusional fan, but I hope he absolutely crushes England and says, I want you to remember. Oh my God, if you treat England like that in Turkey, you might never make it home, man. And it's a snapshot, like, and I'm pretty sure he actually runs the mafia in Turkey. Now, I thought Evan was not drinking. What do you mean? Why would you think that? Why would anybody think that? Is that a thing? I don't know if that's a thing. I'm not drinking super hard today. We had a little fundraiser here in the valley for the team on Friday night. So I ended up drinking pretty heavy Friday when we were at that fundraiser. Then I got like 3 hours sleep and I had to wake up and drive to provincials with the boys. And oh, fuck. I had to put them away pretty good all day. I wasn't feeling any pain by the drive home, tell you that. So being fairly behaved, but still nursing a pretty good buzz. But I need to take a piss. I will be right back. Hanging out, Carolyn, nice to hey, Bones, okay. What was the most shocking result, East versus West 3 to me? Now, I didn't see them, but I'm fairly familiar with how they went. Derek getting smashed that hard. I didn't see it, but I heard it was not close. Like Derek just got train wrecked, but 2.5 weeks notice to be on such a fucking big event, it's tough to do. So I don't know if that's really surprising, especially with that. I think proper notice and, peaking for an event as such, he would have done better. I don't know if it would have been enough to win, but at least maybe not got blown out. I don't know if Paul Lynn's really an upset, but I wouldn't have had him as the favorite for it. Zarab and John won, so it's not an upset, but that might have been Morozov and Prudnik left. No. Prudnik mask right now. Martial, no. I don't know if there was anything that really was a big upset. Yeah, that's a good question. Hard to call. Carolyn, oh, where did I go? Carolyn, I'm not really sure anymore. Just kind of funny. Evan is the new beer Mandalorian, though. Beer Mandalorian. That's funny. The Mandalorian, like, I hated when Gina Carano got canceled off there. Carolyn, Blowy isn't Bowen. We're just having fun. First vid, he might have some Blowy fun. Now a towel drop. I think it's hilarious. You seem dragged out a bit. I know the feeling. Just I'm exhausted from drinking all weekend. Need the work week to start so I can rest. Catch up on sleep. I miss out on your guys and Muppet humor. Stizzy, glad to know. My Roku hates the beer man. any and every live video I ever want to watch on YouTube works except Evan. I have to hang out on my phone. Ah, well, fuck your Roku. This time, some Zilla humor, but all good fun. Don't make me go full-blown Ingen. Oh, Stizzy, just settle down. We don't need any more. Yeah, I'm not allowed to say those words. So, yeah, just settle down. No more nuclear explosions. I just saw the clip that Ingen challenged Marcus Thompson to a fist fight. What odds do you have on that one if State Kings were involved? Now, that is the kind of question I like right here. If it stays just fists, I'm gonna have to go with the drunk Irishman. But I don't know if they each bring their entire mob. It's hard to say. Where does a fist fight happen? Does it happen in Ireland or does it happen over in Turkey? Because home court advantage is going to help. Now, if they both get locked into a room and weapons are involved, then maybe Ingen. Monster Michael Todd said on the Voice of Arm Wrestling video about how he won his match. I said, sorry, but no. He gave me a long-winded reply defending himself and making excuses. Kind of feel bad for the guy. Whatever. Piss Wars training continues. How's the flow? Not peeing as much as I should be with how much I've been drinking. That's for goddamn sure. Oh, wonder you have blue. Oh, fuck. Ingen wants to fight Money Slam. He said something about try saying that shit to my face and see how that goes. I don't care if you're a billionaire. No, Marcus, there's nothing ever important. I've met so many people. So I was at Provincials on the weekend. My brothers are there. And, like we've been arm wrestling in Ontario for like 10 years. My brothers come to some events and they don't. And, but they're definitely not out and about and as active in the arm wrestling community as I am. So my brothers kind of watch my shit, but not really. They just kind of laugh like, holy fuck, you're a dumbass, Evan. But when we go to the event, and there's people that none of us have ever met before, and there was a considerable amount of people that wanted to come over, say hi, shake my hand, buy me a beer, get a selfie or something with me. And they're like, oh man, we're huge fans of yours. And my brother's just looking at me like, holy fuck, people actually are fans of your stupid shit. I'm like, yeah, it's great. I just get to sit down and be an idiot and do me and have fun. And people love it. I'll do a slap contest with Ingen and tell them to fly me out. Oh, that'd be amazing. I don't know about, I thought Toddzilla was going to win. At first, I wanted to go 3-0 Todd, but I didn't think Toddzilla was going to let go and go for straps. I thought it was going to be more of a replay of the Sasho match, where he was just trying to hold on and getting pinned. But if he's slipping for straps, I thought he was going to do it 3-0. But I thought he was going to try to hang on, lose twice, and then realize I need to fucking let go. Turns out he corrected that a little earlier than I was expecting him to. Oh, Stizzy, your problem is you're going to slap him with an open hand and then he's going to stab you or have his goons do it. The Derek match, ref cadence on first match ready go was so spaced between the ready go like discussed in the rules meet. I don't know. I didn't see any of it. Biggest upset was Gennady. Oh, the Gennady Dave. Actually, I don't remember the Beers with Bad Company on Tuesday, but I believe John and I went over this. And my first bet, like immediately, I just wanted to blurt out Dave 3-0 easy. And then I believe I corrected that and said, you know what? I think that's what you got written down. So I'm going to switch that after thinking about it a little bit to Gennady 3-2. I believe that's how it went. Maybe one of the sober fans will have some recollection, but I think that's how it went. Marcus Thompson, McPhee Money Slammer ban. Oh, that's funny. Thoughts of Matt Mask, hard to like for me. I like Matt. Prudnick is a bad fucking dude. I think Ingen switched opponents on Mask intentionally just to, yeah. Marcus, now we know why he had him back. I'm not sure the reference. If we given him an ex-fighter, let me think. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're Conor McGregor. Fight him. Every live you do is first class. Well, I aim to entertain. Yeah, we should definitely get this happen. Fight. I'm in. I want to see that. And by rabbit, I mean pull up a lawn chair beside you and drink beer watching. Just don't make it too quick. I want to enjoy my beers. Ingen's only chance is literally in a phone booth. Frank, I get it now. Blowgate. Yeah, that's why he's all blowy. Marcus, seriously, your next fighter? Yes, he's next fighter. It's Conor McGregor. That's where all the super chats coming from. He's just spending that Mayweather money. Future get well soon from the expected monkeypox diagnosis coming up. Oh, yeah, that's going to suck. That monkeypox, it's going to be a problem. Who doesn't love a good Blowzilla? Robert, when is it Guy Paul Italia coming on Uncle Jan or Beer Mans to promote Uncle John match? I'm going to try to get Paul Italia coming in here next week, hopefully, maybe on Uncle John's channel. Marcus, no worries. England will make you a sandwich. Oh, Marcus, can we get a sandwich match going if you actually fight him? So the loser not only gets beat up, but also has to make a fucking sandwich. Brian Jones and Beer Man, I am a fan. You crack me. Well, fantastic, man. I like that people enjoy the dumb shit that I'm doing. I just hang out, drink beers, and say dumber and dumber shit as the night goes on. I'm fully British kickboxing champ, #1 judo, Ireland, and fought countries. So yeah, retired good while, but Shimiwa's always strong. Dude, if you're a judo guy, you're gonna get fucked up. Judo sucks. And British kickboxing is like 3 steps above patty cake, but that's not even real fighting yet. There's nobody in fucking all of the UK that's any good at fighting. Marcus, what did you say to piss him off? Oh, we covered that. He didn't say anything to piss him off. They're just idiots. Or Ingen just fucking... Ingen got on the channel ready to go off. And it just picked that last super chat and where Marcus was telling him not to worry about it. You did a great job. Just fucking brush it off your shoulder. Don't worry. And fucking Ingen just snaps on him, thinking that Marcus is disrespecting him. That's Ingen just being a complete fucking psycho. I haven't seen the matches. Nobody's seen the matches. Prudnick is something else. Prudnick's right arm is fucking... It's for real. Starting an arm wrestling match. Do it like drag racing. Lights for no motion, then green, no cadence, etc. Let's explore this idea. Devin had something like that going for the Freedom League. It was pretty sweet. Basically, a ref will just yell go as soon as both guys are ready. So there's no hand peg. So your right arm is gripping up or left, whatever. So right-handed, you're grabbing it. Your left hand must be on the side of the table, and there's a button. If you're comfortable in your setup, they don't give 2 fucks if you're carved in, if you're cupped, if you're open, if you're centered. They don't give a shit. If you're holding that button, a light comes on, and the ref sees your light. If the other guy is comfortable in the setup, he'll also hit his light. And as soon as that ref sees both lights on at the same time, he just yells, go. Fuck it. Go. Match starts. Once that match starts, you can let go. You can do whatever the fuck you want with the other hand. I use my other hand to reach into my pocket, pull a beer onto the table, open it, and drink said beer before winning my match. Oh, my foot's so fucking itchy tonight. So it is something like that. It's just, I love the idea. I think Devin should really get back to promoting this Freedom League. I hope really that's what he does. If he loses to Levon and he gives up this fucking simple life living, don't want to be busy, just, everything is focused on going and winning this match. I'd really like to see him start promoting, especially that Freedom League. I thought it was the fucking cat's ass for arm wrestling. Really lets the arm wrestlers dictate what they're doing. and not as much for, refs fucking matches up on us. Like anybody that's watched one of those PAL matches, like, don't get me wrong, Sean Hancock's a good dude, and he's trying to do his best, and he thinks that a very, very strict, tight ref tournament is the way to go. It, technically, yeah, it's the fairest thing for both competitors. Why do we let any fouls go? Those are the rules. Keep your fucking elbow on the pad, blah, 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 blah. I get it. It just sucks to watch on little things that don't fucking matter, but whatever. I'm not a fan of watching it as much. I'd much prefer a little bit looser, sloppier stuff, and freedom. You can move your arm all over the fucking table. You just can't pick it up. King's move, whatever the fuck you want. But it kind of takes the king's move away, because if somebody drops below the table, the entire table is the elbow pad. So I can drop right down and pivot right off of here, and I'm still legal. And you can't pin me, because it's not a pin line. It is wrist knuckle to fingertip, touch the tabletop. You really got to bury them. So if somebody goes to drop down low, it's either break their arm or you can't fucking pin them. But if they do that, they're giving up so much other shit when I'm allowed to move around so much. And all I got to do is move their arm outside of the perimeter of the table, and I can beat them like that. I love it. I think that league should be get going again. Jacob Weeks, what's going on, buddy? Not a whole lot. I'm just having a beer, hanging out with you guys. Congrats. Oh yeah, Ursula looked awesome. Ursula Askey, good job, Ursula. What's most beers you drank in a day? I don't answer that question. Honestly, if I heard somebody else tell me the answer that I would tell you if I was answering honestly, I would call them a fucking liar. So won't do it. It's an unbelievable number, and it's ridiculous. If I hadn't done it, I wouldn't believe it. So, but we're talking damn near Andre numbers. Difference is I couldn't walk or talk anymore, and Andre was just ran out of time. Yes, this is our weekly fucking beer AA meeting. Advised alcohol. Can we all agree no Paul Italia jokes, especially in the chat before a live starts if he comes on? No. There's no reason to do that. We're all going to bust balls. It's who we are. It's how this show works. I'll give Paul a heads up that, hey, there's going to be ball busting. Fucking chill out, roll with the punches, fucking throw a few jabs back. But, it's all part of the show. It's what we do. Yeah, I don't know. I think Paul knows that we all like what he does. Well, for the most part. I mean, I know there's some guys that don't. But, yeah. I've said 1,000 stupid things, more to come. Attaboy. That's what I'm talking about. Unreal Marcus, he's on edge after the tech issues. That his interference with the matches must have been defensive. Yeah, I think he's just been tired of getting the fucking gears given to him all weekend, and he just fucking had enough of it and snapped out. It's also really late over there. Tyson Fury. What about Tyson Fury? That guy's a bum. Trying to retire and shit. It's because he's afraid. He's been ducking Anthony Joshua, who also sucks for years. I have an uncle who's 5'2". I still love him. Wait, where's... I don't know. Right, Evan. Evan versus me at Drunk Wars, then Shimawaza Wars in the car park. Marcus, I got to choke out a sleeping dude already. Don't I just win when you fall asleep from the drinking? I don't know, man. Doesn't sound right. Most work. I'm an Italia fan, more Travis and less Artem, but I do enjoy his shows. That's fair. I mean, I like Artem. I think Artem's hilarious. I don't really like listening to Travis. It's funny. I actually got into a good conversation with an arm wrestling legend. I won't mention him because that'd be rude to throw somebody on the bus, but we agree about how many people are dicks in the sport. And basically, it's just like Travis. Well, one or two others that we agreed on too, but misunderstood the chat. Neil cleared it up. It's over. Yeah, no, Engan still didn't want to let it go. Gennady also called out Devin. How awesome. I'd love to watch a Gennady match. And Devin really wants a Gennady match. He always did. Um, before the whole WAL getting shut down over COVID and everything, Gennady was signed with the WAL and he was coming. I think Gennady and Dave was going to be the first match, or Gennady and Jerry, one of them. Like, he was getting somebody like right up there at the top of the WAL, and Devin was supposed to pull Michael Todd again. And then it just all got fucked around. So they ended up doing the Devin Michael Todd over at the first King of the Table. And now obviously we've seen Gennady and Dave again. But yeah, Devin was super excited to get the Gennady match back then. What the fuck am I going to do with Gennady? Do you know what? Jesus Christ, man. Daniel, I know you're young at the board, but Evan versus Gennady is not a good match. Yeah, I don't. Me arm wrestling Gennady is not a thing that's ever going to happen anytime soon. Marcus, same. Tried listening at work with earbuds. Travis burned my eardrums. Does Gennady pull left? I don't know, but I'm still willing to bet that Gennady would crush me left even if he doesn't pull left-handed. Freedom arm wrestling on a 100-yard table, incorporate everything. I think 40 yards. 40 yards is enough for a table. Yeah, I definitely fucked this around again one more time. No idea. Evan pulls right as well. Yeah, I'm not pulling Gennady. I mean, I would do it. You offer me a match and it's not going to cost me a bunch of money to go pull Gennady. I'm going to fuck go. But fuck me. He's going to crush me. It's not like maybe after he pulls a super match against Dave Chafee and Michael Todd, then I can hop in there on him. Maybe. Look, Gennady's a bad fucking dude, man. And I am definitely not there. All right, Jacob, you go eat your dinner. I'll probably be sitting here just getting primed up with my beers. These AA sessions help me a lot. You see me drinking enough, you realize, holy fuck, you get dumb. I don't want to drink anymore. Get to watch Evan trash talk and laugh when he gets tossed. Oh, yeah. If that's what you're looking to see, you want to see me talk a bunch of shit on a guy that I know is about to fuck me up, I can do that. And then start laughing when I find out just how fucking strong that dude is. I mean, I knew he was strong, but holy fuck, that is strong. Yeah, I can see the humor in it, but don't do Engan Paulie. What if we had Engan and Paul Italia on there? And I could convince him to argue over who the better promoter is. It's a great idea. When is Paul coming on, Evan? I don't know. I'm going to have to talk to John and talk to Paul and see what night would be a good fit, because I'd like to have Paul back on. Marcus, Frank, how are you, bro? As soon as you can climb out of a trunk. Oh, man. Climbing out of trunks isn't easy. They usually lock you in them whenever you get in there. When are you going to arm wrestle anyone who's legit? Depends on what you consider who is legit. I arm wrestle anyone, anywhere, anytime. I love arm wrestling. If saying shit like that means you think I'm like cherry picking opponents or something to pad my record, you're full of shit. I don't mind chasing tough dudes. Like, yeah. Austin Jaggers said he was coming up. He wanted to come up and he was looking for a match. And I was the only one that really made sense for him to pull from this area. So, like, I clearly just did a fucking match with somebody who I was a big underdog. And if you don't think that Austin Jaggers is a legit dude, I mean, that's top 10 in North America. What the fuck else? Like, how much more do you want? I'm not even in his weight class. I stepped up a weight class to pull one of the top 10 guys. You're out of your fucking mind. I may charge my battery for our live drunk wars. Are we going pay-per-view? You're going to have to keep your batteries charged, Mark, because I think your battery's going to run out and you're going to have to take a nap before we even get into the choke wars. Yes, I do think WAL is back. I'm quite sure of it. Muppets running wild. I heard Travis on a live recently talking about how Devin used to come with an intimidating entourage to events, guys ready to fight, including the guy known as the beer man. Well, Travis talks a bunch of shit. It's arm wrestling events. Do we go to arm wrestling events? Yeah, when there's a big event and the team's going, they're like, hey, you want to go? You want to go? We figure out carpooling, everything else. So the team can show up. Yeah. Are we showing up to be intimidating, ready to fight? No. I mean, am I ready to fight? Well, yeah. I'm not going to not be ready to fight. Like, that's kind of just who I am. But that it was definitely never, ever a thing like that. Travis is just a douchebag. Travis has actually showed up. Now, here's a fun story. Travis is such a douchebag. He actually showed up at an event with like hired muscle. He had like 5 dudes with him to go and try to like bully another top fucking dude. Just a complete fucking douchebag move. And I don't know what it was he was planning, whether he was actually thinking about like trying to beat him up or anything. But oh man, this story would be so much more fun if I was naming names, but I can't do that. It's not my story to tell. Maybe I'll get one of the guys involved with this story to come on one night and tell it themselves. But so the guy that was trying to be intimidated, he's like, oh, motherfucker, I want to punch Travis in the face so fucking bad right now, but there's 5 of them, and I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen if I do. So he goes over and he gets one more of the big dudes. And so all of a sudden it's 5-on-2. These 2 are pretty big, though. And they 2 of them stand up and say, all right, fuck it. What do you want to do about it? And all of a sudden, all of Travis's buddies just fucked off and left. They're like, nope, no, you said it was 1, not 2. They're out. So, and then all of a sudden, Travis starts playing around. Oh, you know, everything's just a joke. I wasn't serious. Yeah, Travis, you're a fucking dick. But no, I've never showed up at these events with Devin to try to fucking intimidate guys. So Travis can just fucking keep my name out of his mouth unless he wants a problem. Where's Hitman? I imagine he's at home. He had a long day. Honest Devin. I'm always honest. Baby Yoda can't swim. I'll push him in the pool if you don't hit the like button. Oh, man. No drowning Baby Yoda. The marble table in Toronto across from you in the station is perfect for freedom style. Is that where Devin and Juji and Mulvihill were all doing it? Because they did some awesome freedom stuff on that thing. Kodecha wins. Hermes wins Gennady. Kodeka loses Dave. Gennady wins Dave. Yeah, so that fucks up all of the world rankings on who gets who where. All you can do now really with it is look at it chronologically and just, okay, he wins, so newest win goes up. So you might have the guy with the best record. I saw a little flow chart with exactly that. So you got Kodeka here, and he beats Hermes. Hermes beats Gennady. Gennady beats Dave and Michael Todd, but Michael Todd beat Dave, and then Dave beats Kodeka. So if you look at that chart that way, if that's the kind of thing you were setting up, then Gennady would be the top of the group just because he's got wins on 2 of those 5 in this equation, and everybody else only has 1 on somebody. So then you'd have Gennady at the top, and then you'd have to go in order based off of him being the top. And Hermes beat Gennady, so he goes right underneath Gennady, even though he lost to Gennady. Wow, fuck. It gets wild. So looking at it that way, it'd be like Gennady, Hermes, Alex, even though Alex beat Hermes. It's all fucked up. So I would say chronologically is the best way to sort those guys out. Drunk Wars needs to be interviews and all lock, stock, 2 smoking barrels look. Fucking right. Now, those interviews need to be spaced hours and hours apart so you can really tell about how hard we're working. I'll tell you what, I'm not earning my paycheck, so Marcus. Is a Hitman BLM match coming soon? No, we're not looking at doing a match between those guys anytime soon. Who said climb out of the trunk? Somebody said something about climbing out of a trunk. Eric, full of fucking frogs. Kermit, Muppets. That show was something else. Yeah, I do like my bush. Love the reality. By the way, I'd never do that to Baby Yoda. I'm not a monster. Travis Kardashian. Travis is a classic. Oh, where did that go? I wanted to see that. Travis is a classic involved football dad. Yeah. Can't blame him for that. Like, it looks like his kid's gonna go NFL, and like that's big money. Travis will make more money by learning how to be a fucking sports agent for his son alone than he will ever in arm wrestling. Evan ready to go versus out of shape Travis left. I win easy. Shit talking, smash his arm, and then probably punch him right in his fucking stupid lips. I swear someone just called my name in the house. Nobody here. Went to check. Might have paranormal activities. I don't know if I can knock at a ghost. Oh, dude, don't even get me started on ghosts. I tried to fight one of those motherfuckers once, but you can't hit the pricks. This is not fighting. I'll say it again. It is not possible. Can't. Michael Todd does not beat Dave today. We don't know that. We know that Dave is really bad against the King's move. I still think Michael Todd will beat Dave. I'm very sure that Devin will beat Dave. I don't know if Devin needs a King's move to beat Dave anymore, but I'm very sure Devin beats Dave. I still think Michael Todd will beat Dave, though. When Gennady beats Dave, I haven't seen the match yet, but I'd imagine he's using a lot of dragging roll, even if it looked more hooked than King's move. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. But Kardeka damn near got it done with Dave by dropping into that King's move, and Kardeka doesn't know how to King's move. Like, you watch him do it, he's not doing it right, but he still damn near got it done. Travis was probably high school bully until imported Irish kid turned up with a flying headbutt. Sounds legit. Travis talks a lot of shit. Irish off the top rope. We got to see a big elbow drop off the top rope right to Travis's fucking stupid face. Change my name to Ophi. Boys, it real sound call my name. I'm tripping hard, but might have to battle with a poltergeist. I do my best to hit the ghost bacon soda if I can see him. Then it's on. That's not a bad idea. I heard salt helps. Shoot him with like a shotgun full of, like, I don't know, is it iron or salt or I don't know, something. Give him a brogue kick. Defo don't need a riser. Risers are always helpful. Are you still going to play Schoolboy East versus West 4? It'll not be out of East versus West 4. Schoolboy's not able to go anywhere right now. Speaking of, haven't seen, is Evan drinking? Fuck Marcus. I was thinking about doing some Jaeger bombs here to get sorted out, but not if you're going to talk to me like that. Travis realized he peaked and everyone else was going to pass him. Thereafter, he dipped out. I got a couple of them left, but been doing some experiments. And IPAs, I'll get you drunk. You know, they're pretty thick. But I get hangovers from them. I can get hammered drunk on regular beers, and I'm okay. Those IPAs, I feel pretty rough in the morning. And then also, oh my Lord, those beer poops, not cool at all from those IPAs. So I'm drinking the Bush tonight. Frank, need to fold TJ more beers. Holy fuck. Tough to deal with TJ. Give him Epsom salt bath, 3-piece KFC meal, and a soda. Give him a poltergeist salt bath, something plucking with me. Better be a jokester. He's getting a bigger soda than a punch. Dude, you should definitely film you fighting this fucking ghost. I want to see it. Yeah, the Guinness shits are rough. I don't drink Guinness for a reason. I don't like to chew my beer before I swallow it. That's one. If I wanted a coffee, I would just have a coffie. Evan, are you full Travis Kardashian? No, I've only ever met him once, and he's a dipshit. Yeah, they're different. Gotta mix it, buds, hydrate. That's exactly it. What's going on? Is this a special guest to come on? No, it is not. Pretty change photo. Indonesia pale ale, Italian pale ale, Indiana pale ale. Oh. You probably still have a hand pint on belly. Oh. Yeah. I like all beers, you know. No, that's not TJ. And if it was, he'd be telling to get fucked. Not dealing with no TJ nonsense tonight. That motherfucker better not try to touch my bike. Did you discuss provincials yet? Yes, we did. If there was anything specific you would like me to go over again, I'm A-okay with that. There was a ton of awesome stuff there. Especially Jamie Staken crushing the 242 class and making me look so good. If coverage open again, I'm going live. Guys, going to see a poltergeist battle. Use a riser. Here's my beer. Fuck. Stupid things keep fucking going empty on me. Look at this poltergeist here. It keeps drinking my fucking beers. Ultimate riser, save you. Duval from Belgium. One of the few things good in this country. Never heard of it. Allen and BLM, they're not in the same weight class. BLM's 250. And Allen just pulled 198s. When TJ rings me, I hit the cancel button, which replies with get fucked. Absolutely. I actually really like TJ. Just when he gets fucking hammered up, oh my God, he's tough to deal with, man. But, the fans love him. And it's not uncommon that TJ needs to get choked out for getting too drunk and fucking around. Problem is that is a very large man and most people can't deal with it. And he doesn't discriminate. He'll go after the biggest guy or the smallest guy. You don't care. You fuck. He gets drunk. And if he thinks you're fucking around with him, even though he's actually fucking around with you, he doesn't give a shit. Yeah, BLM's getting really big for Chance. He was always 230, 235 for the last little while. But he's really trying to put on the weight because Chance is 300. And yeah, BLM is a bad dude. I can't wait to see this match. The only thing that's going to suck, like, I know Chance has to travel further than we do. If he was driving, it's like a 24-hour drive to here and then a 36-hour drive there. But he just takes a flight and it's like 7 hours. Right? We're driving out. It's a 36-hour fucking drive. So Argus, bringing TJ to drunk wars is one thing because he's good at drunk. If it wasn't so expensive to fly over there, I might bring my brother to Duckfoot. Nobody wants to try to choke that dude, man. I'm telling you, he's super ogreish. And if he grabs a hold of you, you're in big fucking trouble. I don't care if you used to kickbox and, judo and do mud wrestling matches with dudes. Oh. Drunk wars. That's how that goes. I would love to get involved with this drunk wars, man. We're gonna have a good time, man. I can't wait. You gotta teach how these fucking little Irishmen actually drink proper fucking whiskey like a man. Ogre TJ. Yeah, TJ's not really an ogre, but he's fucking big. He's 350 plus pounds. Like, that's a big fucking dude. It's just a lot of weight. Mud wrestling. That's how you get all that money. Yeah, I'd mud wrestle for the amount of money. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's just not going to help you, unless you're paying people. So it is. Drunk Wars is after Arm Wars, and then we do like Drunk Wars, which encourages the Piss Wars, and then should be Waza Wars. We're gonna go get all fucking chokey on people. So Marcus, once we get drunk, and then we do the piss stream show, are we trying to choke each other, or are we just going around trying to choke as many different people as we can in a night? What are the rules on that one? Because after talking to Paul Maiden the last few days, I might get stabbed before we get to this, which is hilarious. And I'm pretty sure he's serious. Because Paul Maiden's fucking nuts. What's up, babe? Karate chop. Right to the throat. Karate chops only work if they're in the throat. Eric has his proton pack on right now. Hope he's getting footage. Let's choke out the arm wrestlers and anyone that gets in the way. Well, you better be good at it, because I'm pretty sure the guy's going to be fucking... I don't think there's anything in there. Do a simultaneous choke out, a double buggy choke. Good stabby stab is always a good lead up. Yeah, you start with a good stab. What do you mean, except Paul, not choke Paul? How are you going to pull off some fucking shit like that? You're just going to let him stab me and then we can't even play the choke game later because I'm all stabbed up? Jesus, Marcus. Not cool, man. Not cool. As soon as I read pro boom, I ain't going down there to check. You trying to lure me and follow the stairs home. Dude, if you really got a ghost in the house, hopefully you have a dog. Get your dog. Try to go down the stairs with the dog. If the dog doesn't want to go, you probably shouldn't either. And that I know from firsthand. I'm not much for the whole spiritual stuff. But I did run into an instance that was like super fucking weird. Actually the beer wife, she called me up one night and like, hey, I think someone's in the house. She was at her mom's house. I think someone's in the house. I don't want to go in there. So I'm like, okay, I'll be there in 5 minutes. Whatever. So I get there and I'll go in the house first, right? We'll check it out. If there's anybody in there, they're gonna have a bad day. So I go into the house and I get the dog, Riley, a big Dalmatian. And I hear shit upstairs. So I'm like, okay, well, somebody's upstairs. And that's not cool. The fuck are you doing in the house right now? Fucking thing is broken. So I'm going upstairs and I know there's somebody there. So I figure I'm going to grab a big kitchen knife and I'm going to go see whoever's up there. So I get the dog and go upstairs. And all of the lights are on in every bedroom. So there's 3 bedrooms in the bathroom there. Going to the first room. Oh, the bathroom first. Lights are on. I turn the tub off because the water's on. And then I turn the sink off because the water's on. And the toilet's still running and the sink and the window's open. So I shut the window and I turn the lights off. Then I go to the next room. I go inside, shut the window, turn the lights off, make sure nobody's in there under the bed, under the closet. Yeah. And then I go to the other room Same thing. Windows open, lights are on. I go close the window, turn the lights off, come out. I check the closet under the bed. And then the last room, the dog will not go into. Just will fucking not go into. And like, it's a Dalmatian. It's like 80 pounds. Hair's all standing up, teeth are barred and growling. And I'm trying to get him to come into the room with me. And he ain't going in. Like, fuck, that's really weird. But if you're not going in there, I'm not going in there. I don't do that. So, like, you know what? That window could stay open. I just reached my hand in and go to turn the light off. And it felt like I was running my hand down the inside of a deep freezer. It just felt all icy. I turned the light off and closed the door. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fucked up. You can have that room for the night. We'll leave you alone. So I go downstairs, you know, till the girls come in. And then we hear the toilet flushing and shit going on again. Like, holy fuck. She's like, well, are you going to go check? I'm like, fuck no, I don't want to go back up there. I was already up there. I don't want to be there. Like, well, someone's going to check. I'm like, okay. So I go upstairs, bring the dog, and the dog does not want to go into that same room again. But every one of the bedrooms, lights are on, windows are open, you know, the bathroom, all of the water's running again. This is super fucked. So, yeah, we just all laughed. I wasn't checking that out. Oh, Alan Ford from Canada's Wipeout. He's here. How you doing, Alan? My dog, cat tripping out, though. Yeah, well, if the dog and cat are tripping out, it's probably a bad thing. Yeah, I just figured if you're alive, I can kill you. But if you're not, what am I going to do? Fuck, I don't want to deal with that. Alan, did you just wake up? You were tired when you got home, weren't you? Alan, I believe you kill it all weekend. Oh, yeah. Alan fucked shit up this weekend. Definitely looked like the Alan of old. It was not close. The guy that placed second ran through the entire class easily, and Alan just fucking let him up. Alan, the nowhere to be found forward. Right. So I was just telling stories about Alan. He actually didn't compete. He, once again, did not arm wrestle like he always does. Yes, I did, Marcus. I did what I set out to do and then some. That is a goddamn fact. Alan, get vids up soon. It'd be great to see. I'm sure he will have them up very soon. Wow, Millie, I'm not trying to trip you out. I was just telling you a story about something I dealt with that sounded similar. Yeah, the Maple King. No more Maple Queef Queen. That was the Maple Queef King now. Alan's pussy farts smell like maple syrup. Be afraid living, not the dead. Well, hard to deal with the living. You can fuck up. The dead, they're already fucked up. What are you gonna do? I'll tell you 2 ghost stories happened to me. Nothing major, boys. It all started like this. Smashed my head. What do you mean you smashed your head, Alan? What the fuck did you do? So I'm watching the Tooth Fairy drinking. I say I'm a man, not scared. Gonna watch this. I don't care if I'm alone. I ain't a wuss. Oh, that's how all tough guys turn into scaredy cats. Yeah, I'll take a Jager bomb. I just need the cup. Hang on, guys. Gonna have me a little Jager bomb here. Got me a plastic skull shot glass now. The beer wife found me a plastic one so I don't chip up my pretty teeth.
Still a skull.
And it's still a skull. Cheers, boys.
Look who's all brushed.
Wow, that is a much bigger shot glass than normal. That's fantastic. I'll do the trick nicely. Jake, get your tail out of here. Being a dickhead. The scene from The Demon can't get the kid because he light. I go use the bathroom, saying the hallway light better not go off as soon as I take it. Let me guess, the hallway light goes off. Don't say wuss to a George and Millie. Ghosts be the least of your problems. You smash your head going up the stairs, Alan. What the fuck? Really? Oh, the story's in so many pieces. The light goes off. I stayed in the bathroom 15 minutes. Light bulb was just loose, but give me a break. Bloody mess. You smashed your head and made a bloody mess? Oh, Alan, that's amazing. You should have filmed this whole thing. I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan for a reason. I've had some of the freakiest things happen. Oh, I got lots of other weird encounters, but apparently the show is turning to a drunken chat of ghost stories. This is awesome. Next story, I call in a moose, drop it, ended up taking me 8 hours to take it, rope snapping on stumps, whole works. I'm about 200 yards in the truck. I see a man look like my buddy. I say, hey, buddy, disappears. Both truck doors slam same time. Schmo, we need Evan make man the fuck up t-shirt. I can make a man the fuck up shirt. Man the fuck up. You know, I'm not a fan of ghosts and shit, Millie. They get all fucked up and start fucking with you. It's like there's not much you can do back. But we were out hunting, and instead of we didn't have ghosts out in the bush, but my dad and his friend thought it would be funny to start howling to the wolves while they're waiting in the truck. I got like, a mile and a half that I got to walk out of the bush, and I have my rifle. But still, I'm walking through the bush and they start howling at the wolves, and I hear the wolves start howling back, and now all of the wolves are coming towards where the howling is. Then they got to go right past me to get to where that howling came from because they want to check it out. But they find me first. So I'm walking through the bush. It's fucking dark. And I know these motherfuckers can't be 10, 15 feet into, like, off to the side, on either side, front, back, all around. And I'm walking down the trail and they're just yipping, and I know how close they are. And everything in your body screams, man, I just want to fucking run the fuck out of here because I don't want to be where I am. Except I know as soon as I start running, that's when they're going to start like clipping at your feet or something, they'll just jot across. And, one of those motherfuckers grabs onto your boot while your foot's in the air. You end up on the ground, and then you got a dozen of these motherfuckers ripping you apart. So I know, don't run. I keep my eyes open. I'm trying to make sure I can see the trail in front of me. I got a light. I'm looking, make sure that they don't come close. If I got to shoot one, I will. But it ain't good. It ain't good. We got back there. They're just sitting there drinking beer, laughing their fucking heads off. Bunch of dicks. Yeah. Not cool. Not cool. Uncle John saved you from ghosts. Major in it. Right. Uncle John will save you from ghosts. He did major in all of that. So he can do the whole fortune telling and being a medium, all that stuff. He's actually supposed to come do a reading for me and the wife. To show us that he can do it just as good as any of these professional mediums because he learned how to do it. So, that's going to be a pretty cool challenge. So I'd like to see how good he is at it because as far as, it's all made up, hocus pocus. Like they just read you and they make these assumptions and you fill in all the blanks and you convince yourself that it's them telling the story when it's you giving it all up. Cool. But I've had some people do some fucking readings that were just incredibly accurate. But there's just no way to know the things that they're telling you. So I'd really like to see Uncle John doing this. It's awesome. I hunt beers, not deers. Sounds like me fishing, but all brown trout. I don't deer hunt. I don't like eating deer, so yeah. Well, if you want to eat deer, I'll fucking go shoot deer. I just like moose. Over moose?
No.
Well, then why wouldn't I just get the moose?
Like deer too.
I'll get you a deer. I didn't know you actually wanted a deer. I just like the moose. No, you like venison and cream. I don't even know what the fuck that is. You're gonna have to get the recipe then if I get you a deer. An uncle that was on Ripley's Believe It or Not because he saw ghosts. That's actually kind of fun. I want to see that. Frank, Uncle John's stash scares the fuck out of him. Yeah, Uncle John, ghosts won't fuck with him because of his mustache. I shot a moose once, got surrounded by them. They howl 500 yards away, 30 seconds, surrounded. I have a gun. Buddy has light. Same thing, nipping and running across. I turn around, buddy running with the light. Yeah, do not run. Don't run. Don't run. I told him we like peanut butter and jam. I got the gun. You got the light. I took off right behind. Yeah, just don't run. I don't know. Uncle John went to university and stuff, but he's a YouTuber. So, yeah. I went to Ghost. Give me a fortune. Beer over deer? Yeah, I'll take beer over deer. I don't like deer. I grew up eating deer like every day of my life from a fucking child to like a late teenager. Also, my dad wasn't very good at cooking. He liked burning the steaks. So now deer is just not my thing. Moose, we only got into once I was old enough and I cooked myself and I'm a little better at it. So I like moose much better. No, none of these stories end with the DMT wore off, Captain Obvious. I do love DMT though. That's a fantastic thing. Fantastic. Moose is better than deer, but you still need deer every now and then. No, I don't like deer. I just don't like it. Moose beer, good name. Well, I drink a lot of moose head beer. Engen needs Ghost Whisperer. It'll be okay this year. Marcus saw the Holy Ghost with his own eyes and stuck him up for that fortune. Is that how Marcus got rich? He just robbed the Holy Ghost? Oh, dude, Alan, I saw the Crazy George pork chop video that you put out there, but watching it in person, oh, Jesus Christ, what the? That was a hell of a thing. George is such an impressive dude. And today, Marcus put Judas in his place. World is much better now. Oh, Schmo, you're funny. Marcus Thompson, Shimmy Waza, the ghost. All right, I gotta pee. One more pee. Be right back. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, I must admit I am being lazy. I am not using my normal bathroom protocols. I'm totally pissing in a bucket tonight. Just got back. Alan Ford in the house. I heard you killed it this weekend, sir. Looking forward to the footage. Yes, Alan crushed it. Alan, did you want me to send you my footage of your stuff so you can have both angles for your video, or you're just putting out yours as is? Evan and Uncle John, we're going to do DMT live. Let us down. Oh, Uncle John got sick and couldn't come. This still may happen. This still may happen. Life or death, if you had to pick, no beard, keep the beers, or keep the beard and no beers. Well, Stizzy, unfortunately, I choose my life and your death. I will keep the beers and the beard, and you need to die. Don't make me choose. Yeah, George, Master Yoda. That dude is a fucking wizard. X Monster. No, that is incorrect. First off, chops suck no matter what. Second, horse is fantastic, but it's not better than moose. Pork chop should have elbow foul. He was fighting like a pig, ready for the slaughter. Did you guys hear me yelling at him to fucking take the elbow foul and just to listen a little bit? God damn. I swear to God. And he's not the only one. You know, my older brother shows up at provincials and just incredibly strong. He just he just hasn't put the effort out into becoming that refined arm wrestler and learning what you got to fight for. If I was as strong or as gifted as either my older brother or my youngest brother at this sport, and then you give them my fight and ability, knowledge kind of thing, you mix them all together, holy shit. I would be all over that East versus West fucking shit up. Frank, that thought has me seeing Ingen in the snow. Piss wars, spelling core sports. Oh my God. I want to piss Ingen's name in the snow now. I hope he's got 13 middle names so it can be impressive. I never had horse. Gonna have to try someday. Horse is not legal to sell in most places. X Monster, I'm assuming he's from like Quebec or something where horse is pretty common to eat. Yeah. I assume a few of you boys either opened a second window to watch that pork chop match that Alan just posted there. Yeah, he just would not fucking listen. And I even talked to him between rounds and like, fuck. The thing is I get it. I've pulled with George before. I know what that feels like. And he's not giving you room to do all the things you want to do. Like, I know I want to do this, but George knows you want to do that. It's the only thing he doesn't want you to do because that's what you need to do if you want to actually beat him. So everything he's doing is just to, one, not let his arm go down, and two, not let you get to where you can put his arm down. Like, you can move any direction you want. So when you've got a King's move that's that good, you don't need to shut down 87 things. You got to shut down like 2 or 3. So he doesn't have to fight in a whole bunch of areas because he doesn't care if you want to fight anywhere else. You're going to fucking lose and you're just going to give shit up over and over and over again and you're never going to get it back. And Pork Chop fought in the wrong way and gave out too much by going for the wrong things too many times and ended up way too fucking lost on it. And there's just no way you're ever going to get it back. Also, you've blown yourself up and you're exhausted now. Yeah, pulling a guy like George. Now, Mike is different. Mike's bigger, stronger. His King's move isn't the same as George's. And he's a lot bigger and stronger. So most guys, so a guy like me, when I pull George has to depend on me not getting past his King's move. He's not going to beat me in the other areas. No, George's never broken. Not his. He's been involved with a few, but not his. I get on to George, and he's going to have to King's move. He can't deal with me in any other traditional sense, right? Where Michael Todd is probably going to right-handed beat me in a hook top roll or press and not have to King's move with me at all. So it doesn't matter. So if George wants a King's move with me, he's got so much fucking fudge factor, he can just fuck around. George is very, very on point with it, and he does not give up anything. But if you do anything wrong, he's taking it. But he's very, very specialized, and he's just taking anything. And then you're fucked. You're not getting it back. Frank, they were selling horse for cow here once, but not telling people. I wondered why. I was jumping fence acting like a stallion. I don't know why anybody would ever sell horse meat telling people it's cow meat. It's horse meat's worth more. It's a higher quality meat. It's higher in protein, leaner, and better tasting. Um, unless you're talking like high end fucking, oh Jesus, my brain is shit from an entire weekend of drinking. Was that really expensive fucking meat? Cow, the steak that's, oh, for fuck's sakes. It used to all come from Japan, but they got a few of the farms now here doing the fucking really fuck whatever. Someone's gonna write it in the chat here, and I'm gonna feel like an idiot real soon. But yeah. Anyways, George is a fucking legend, and I have a soup match coming up with George at the end of the summer. By the looks of it, I was talking to George about it over the summer. He just loves it. Wagyu, yes, schmo, bang on. And Tyler, no fucking Angus bullshit. You fucking this is why nobody listens to the Irish. Yeah, so George and I, we were talking about the soup match that we're gonna be doing, and George loves the idea of pulling a soup match with me. Well, one, we're buddies, right? We like to have fun. We're gonna fuck around. We're gonna drink some beers. And George likes taking his beers, taking a big mouthful out of it and filling it up with whiskey, and then you're drinking whiskey beers all night. That's just how drinking with George is. So we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be taking, between each round, we're going to have a beer with a shot of whiskey in the beer, and you got to drink that between each round. So George and I are going to have a good time. If I can get the first round off of George, I'll be very, very fucking happy. If I get any score that is not 3-0 for George, I'm really happy. The only guy in Ontario that's going to beat George in a soup match is Devin. George just beat Pork Chop. He's beaten Earl when he was good. He's beaten Mike a bunch of times. Like, George does not get beat. There are a few guys that do have wins on George. Alan Ford, John Milne, Devin, Matt Smith. But these are all high hookers. You'd be pretty hard pressed to find somebody from Ontario that's got a win on George that is not a high hooker. Bougie beef, fucking bougie beef. Chop got pulled right out of the strap. Now Chop pulled himself out of the strap so they could get a restart. But that's George climbing right through him. Like, George is incredible. He really is. I'll take an order of racehorse PED, please. Evan beat on the Scottish beef, and him part Scottish. He now banned from Watch Braveheart and painting his face blue. And yes, I'm your dad. No, you're not my dad. You're not my real dad. I'm a grown ass man. I'll do what I fucking want. Anything about that? Yeah, I am. I'm not part Scottish. I'm part Irish. Mother was a McNamara. And that's the only thing I regret. The whole Irish part of me, that's where all the pussy comes from. The rest of me is tough as fuck. Captain Pure Lance Armstrong beef. Oh, strong beef. That's a good dig. So is that the part that cost his ball? Or what? You're running 30 miles an hour now. Oh, fuck. I think that's really fast. I once got in and out of out and then into a moving vehicle at I think it was 56 kilometers an hour. I thought that was pretty good. Marcus 1, Evan 0. Marcus is dad. No, he's my boss. He's not my dad. I don't listen to either of them. Marcus, Evan Wallace shouts for freedom. Drunk Wars got more interesting. Part James said, look, if you want to fucking add this in there, all of our beers, you take a mouthful, you pour a shot of Jameson into the beer all day. All fucking day. I do like Jameson. I also really like Tullamore Dew. Now, I don't know if Tullamore Dew is a whiskey that they actually drink in Ireland. But I like drinking it here. And it's an Irish sipping whiskey. So I don't know if that's like a Canadian version of an Irish sipping whiskey, or if it's actually an Irish whiskey that they're selling in Canada. I don't know. But I do like Jameson. But Tullamore Dew, that's been my jam for a long time. I like it. I need me one more Jager Bomb. I'm not going to bed with an open fucking can of Red Bull. Got to throw it out. You ever drink Tullamore? Yeah? What do you think of it? Oh, yeah. 10-second delay. So I can't just ask a question and then wait for you to answer because it's going to take forever. Supers, provincials, third place, right or left? Right-handed, I believe it was Pork Chop and then Tiny and fuck, I don't know. Left-handed, I'm pretty sure it was Pork Chop, Mike Gould, Jason Constantini, then Rick Heidelberg. Marcus Thompson, what is proper like? I've never tried proper 12. Never tried it. It's actually really tough to find. It's always sold out or something. Like we just can't get it. Fucked up. All right, cheers, boys. My dog stepped on a bee. Hope it was sapped a bee. Yeah, right-handed. I don't recall, man. I had a lot of guys on the team at provincials, and I just couldn't follow all of the classes. There's just too much going on in a day, right? There's 3 tables going on. They weren't all in the same room, and I'm trying to film for all my guys because, you know, we want to have that footage. Even if it doesn't get posted on YouTube, you know, we want that so that we can show the teammates, okay, here's your mistakes. This is what you did wrong. This is what you need to work on. You know, it gives us a focus point to train before the next event. Clearly, the biggest problem now, a guy like Alan that's been competing for years, a guy like me, Mulvihill, you know, the guys that have been actively competing for several years. We don't have the problems being the setup and the go. We make mistakes, but it's not because we're not used to the setting up and the go and the ready goes and all that stuff. And the team does not do enough ready goes. We train like a team that's correcting strength issues and in-match issues. The ready go thing, arm wrestling used to be a lot more active before the COVID and everything else. So a lot of the guys that have just been new in the last couple of years, they don't get to go out to these tournaments. They're not getting all of these ready goes because we don't do them at home. I just don't see the point in putting that much damage on your arm all the time. But we're not getting that experience from it for the newer guys. So I'm kind of torn from a coaching spot. Should we start doing a lot more of that stuff? I know me, Alan, Brendan don't need that, right? But everybody else seems like they do. But I think they should go out there and do their learning and get their losses in like we all did, right? We spent years doing those tournaments and taking those whoopings and learning. Now, I could teach you the cheating of a setup. I can't teach you how to stop listening to a fucking referee. When they tell you do this, as long as you're not breaking a rule, just because he says, oh man, do this, you don't have to fucking do that. You need to not be breaking any rules. That's all. I don't care what he's fucking saying. Just don't break the rules, and they have to say go. You're allowed to have a better setup than your opponent. It's just how that works. So I think the guys really need to work on that. And the timings of going. I asked 4 teammates this weekend. As the coach, what I want from you in your next match is to go out there and get me a foul for going too early. I want you to hit just a bit too early. You know when the ref's going to say go, fucking fire off. Get called for an early. Now, they hit first, and they come back, like they get the win. They come back, they're like, holy fuck, I tried to go early. I was trying to get you your foul, and I was right on time. Like, it was perfect. I was right ahead of them. I got the win. I'm like, great, you got the win. Did you get me what I asked for? No. Okay, well, that's not what I wanted you to do. I wasn't looking for you to win this match. I want you to learn what an early start is. I need you to go early. It really helps you adjust to what that timing is. Everybody is going late because they haven't figured out what early is yet, right? So if you wait and hear the ref say go, you're letting the other guy go first. Now you're reacting and trying to catch. And it's just not the best way to arm wrestle. You should be the one initiating where the fight's taking place. It's a lot easier to pick the fight to be where you want it to be if you're the one that goes first. If the ref doesn't say it was an early start, then it wasn't early. I asked 4 different guys to get me an early start. Now, these are all guys that are very inexperienced in events, right? I didn't ask Alan to get me an early start. So. Although I fucking should have. He missed a lot of goes. But it's actually a lot tougher for those of you that don't actually compete in arm wrestling. To go early is very difficult. It really is, because you're trying to time the ref, and you want to go right when you're allowed to, right? So you watch the ref's mouth. As soon as you see his mouth move, you think he's going to say go, you fucking go, right? You want to be right on time. You don't actually want to get called for early, but you still want to be the first one to go. So you try to anticipate this, though, and as a new guy, it is very fucking difficult. All 4 of those guys that I asked to get it for me, and they had, minimum of 4 chances to get me my early start. Not one of them was able to get one. And it was either, oh, I forgot. Well, if you forgot and then you're late, what the fuck, right? A couple of them did remember to try to get it and won matches, or got the hit and then lost the match, whatever. But they weren't early enough to get a call for it, which is not what I was wanting. I wanted an actual early start so you could actually see the difference. Yeah, it's actually tough. Everything's old, great white shark wine. I've never drank white shark wine. I have a problem with wines. I can't drink reds, whites only. So I just kind of avoid wine because of it. Oh, wow. I was talking for a bit. So I definitely fell out on the chat. Here we go. Marcus, you've been to McCatter's in Dundalk. I haven't. Maybe Marcus has. My dog stepped on a BO, but sapped to be pure paint stripper, proper 12. Oh, is that terrible? Yes, Wagyu beef is what I was thinking of. Somewhere down the line, we're related. Proper 12 is the watered down whiskey from your dad's bar. You'd take a bit and top it off with water. No, we did that with vodka and rum. We thought clear liquors is a better idea to replace with rum or with water. Dundalk near me these days, so when over we get a few beers. I want to go for beers. Yeah, Cotter sold out for Big Buddy. He really did. Sab is going to say who he is. Devin loses 6-0. Oh, Sap. What a fucker. Next time I end up in Ireland, we will get some food and drinks, boss. I don't think I'm going to be ending up in Ireland anytime soon. But if I can get there with you, that'd be fucking awesome. John doesn't want that match from what I saw. John doesn't want which match? Oh, Todzilla Brasig. Oh, I'd love to see that match. Those guys have pulled a few times. And it's always been John, but it's really hard to get to bet against blah blah. But fuck, I really think Toddzilla is just way too crazy right now. But I don't know. I think John blah beat Sasho, so maybe he'd do it still. Schmo go on a 24-hour drug pub crawl. Do they close the bars in Ireland? Are we actually allowed to do that? I heard England was gonna make it happen the next East versus West, but Marcus made England quit. Yeah, Marcus fucking bought East versus West franchise and said England's fired because, you know, England talked back, said, say it to my face. Like, I don't have to say it to your face. I just bought your company. Now I'm your boss. You're fucking fired, you motherfucker. Now what? That's why you don't talk back to billionaires, because they can afford to fuck your life for fun. Yeah, I definitely went off too long about the early starts that I wanted my boys to get. So lost the chat one more time. Frank, you can get away with murder over there. You can get away with murder in a lot of places if you do it right. Marcus mating and asked for a riser. I'm gonna make Marcus ask for a riser so that his shots aren't so full, because he can't drink anymore. You're gonna get a riser inside of his shot glasses. Where did Marcus murk Ingen? No, Marcus was nice to Ingen. Ingen just fucking fucked him off real hard. It was fucking hilarious. I don't know why. But yes, it was on the fix. Ingen Man Paul. It was probably just because I said I was going to try to convince him to argue about who's a better promoter. Yeah, Marcus bought East versus West and fired Ingen, just canceled them all. Piss Wars. Dude, you got to take that video if you're doing Piss Wars. You should start arm wrestling with a gunshot. Sounds terrible. Unless it's like into my opponent, because that'd make me a lot. It'd give me a lot better winning percentage if you just shoot the guy I'm arm wrestling every time before we start. As soon as my opponent gets shot, we're allowed to start. That's a good deal. I'd still probably lose to guys like fucking Levon and Devin. They just whoop me real fast, then go try to kill the guy that shot him. We have East versus West in Ireland. Ireland is all about that East versus West. I've never been to an amusement park, Tom Winkle. Man, change your name to a phonetic spelling. Sometimes I will put the emphasis on the wrong syllable. Marcus Thompson, start your own promotion. East or West versus East instead. Well, he already bought East versus West. He doesn't need to. He has one. I'll start my own promotion, arm wrestling. I put Evan as head CEO. Oh my God. We're going to see a lot of drunken arm wrestling. That's for goddamn sure. I've been practicing with my brother. He's 6'7", 275, so I always lose. At least I got my arms burnt out. Well, as long as your brother knows how to practice with you and you guys can work out together, just understand that neither of you guys are getting really good if it's just him beating you over and over again. You need to actually work out together. Oh my God, my mustache is bugging the fuck out of me. It's like getting into my nose and tickling the fuck out of me. I think I'm due for a shave soon. I usually shave every year and a half, 2 years. Because I forget what my face looks like. And then I want to shave. And then I remember what my face looks like and why I grow big beards. Was the storm mess? Yeah, storm fucked Pembroke up and fucked everywhere up. B, we didn't even get to hang out much. I was too busy fucking running around being a drunken Yahoo. But holy fuck, you were fucked up, dude. You gotta not fuck up your bike. one of your messages rejected, Frank. That happens. Sometimes people write stuff and it's either spelling errors. They don't want to look like an idiot because people jump on you here. Having a sense of humor is a crime in the East. Well, I don't think I'm allowed in like most Eastern countries, or at least I'm not allowed to be me in most Eastern countries. He always stands there with a high post and lets me burn myself out. Well, he should start working into more uncomfortable positions so that he's getting a better workout by letting out more slack. So he has to fight harder by giving up more leverage. Also, it lets you start working on different things. Still holding you and letting you burn out, but not standing here and taking everything, right? Work whole range of motion and make sure you're working safe positions. England declared war, Turkey versus Ireland, but he said Ireland ain't real country, it's UK. Oh, geez, this is getting out of control. I can't imagine how upset England was with Devin's 450-pound kitty comments. I call him a 415-pound pussy. Whatever. Everybody's too fucking soft nowadays. Like, you call somebody a 415-pound pussy, and apparently that's like the worst thing in the world. Jesus. I call Austin Jaggers a 300-pound fucking fuck. What's any worse? Although Austin was thinking about killing me when I said that. So maybe it's the same thing. And you better realize we eat turkey for Thanksgiving. Yeah, but only for Thanksgiving. Because the guys in Turkey eat America every day. And by America, I mean shit. They eat shit. Did I just call America shit? I think it's fair. I just lost to an American. They're all shit. Eric has now been banned by England. Oh, God, man. Everybody that watches my channel just got banned by England because I wasn't nice to England the whole time. Say Ireland, UK took away for that. Jesus, Marcus, what the fuck are you talking about? Whatever. You figure out what you're talking about. I'm going to figure out a Jaeger bomb. This live is definitely coming to a ends up tipping point, and we're going to go offline soon. Just can't do it until I finished all my Red Bull. I can put a cap on the Jaeger bomb. I don't have a cap on my Red Bull. Oh, yeah. Nick got third. Nick did get third. He only pulled right, not left. He sent me all of his videos from his matches, so I'll probably put those in to my videos too. I think Nick actually got a good bite on Tiny in one of those matches too. If I'm not mistaken, I have not seen them yet. And yeah, Nick's the high hooker, you know. I've been coaching him, I'm teaching him. Nick's getting really good. I feel bad for taking his money though. Nick challenged me for a match, $500 an arm, and I really feel bad about taking money from a teammate like that because it's not close. Rick knows you got to go to the grocery store. What fucking time is it there? Ravaz had the super corner trying to use the eyes to warn ref. I love good turkey sandwich. Oh, a turkey sandwich is amazing. The best part of Thanksgiving is I get turkey sandwiches for a week. I actually had some dude try to crawl out of my basement window because I was like, no, man, you're too drunk. You're not fucking driving. And he tried to climb out of my window because he wanted to go home to get a turkey fucking sandwich. It was hilarious. 4:30 in the morning, Tom. Jesus, you motherfucking animal. How are you always? Okay, Brick knows. You're over on the West Coast. Tom, how do you always make the lives? and it's 4:30 in the morning. Like, what do you do? What do you do? Or you just like hang out watching fucking YouTube all the time, man. He already has mine on list, not worried. I hear Georgians arrived by hot air balloon. Well, you'd need a lot of hot air on a fucking balloon to make Levon, that giant fucking pussy, get off the ground. I don't give a fuck about Judas. Jesus is my homeboy. That's funny. Now, do you watch Monster Michael Todd versus Ravaz? You see Ravaz trying to use the. I haven't seen the match yet. I want to. Well, Tom, go get some fucking sleep, you fucking weirdo. Jesus. It's 4:30 in the morning. Are you fucked? How is there 90 people? There's more people watching now that I'm drunk and stupid than there was whenever I was like coherent and intelligent. Apparently, I should get drunk and stupid at the beginning of the event every time we go live and just get drunker and dumber and have more fun. I don't know what the difference is. I don't remember any of it anyway, so fuck it. Might as well. But yes, we are coming to an end. I didn't realize what time it was because now it is like 10:36, and I should probably start doing that sleeping thing soon, but I could probably go to 11. 11. I can do 11. It's like a few more minutes. Okay. Okay, fucking weirdo. I love this channel. Oh, I love this channel. I have a lot of fun on this channel. Jesus hooked a stone and rose from the dead like a man. Yeah, well, if you're a dead guy and you just hook a boulder out of the way so you can be alive again, like that's fucking badass. But I don't like doing a whole lot of religion on my channel. Evan hasn't slept in years. They say you ain't really sleeping if you're drinking. Well, if that's the case, you're correct. I once, like, I didn't drink at all for like 7.5, almost 8 years. Like, at all. I didn't feel really strong when I wasn't drinking. I got a lot more sleep. But yeah, I didn't feel strong. But you know, how strong is anybody when they're 7, right? Jesus fuck.
Little dirty old snapper shit open.
I mean, you could ask before you just fucking start taking my fucking beers.
No, I fucking don't.
Ah. Anyways, that's how it is. I quit drinking for 8 years. Then I turned 8, and I've kind of been a full timer since.
Such a freak.
Oh, my dog is going nuts upstairs. Just joining. Did anything cool happen tonight? East versus West. We talked about the East versus West. We talked about provincials. We went over a lot of shit. The only thing we didn't really cover in depth was Corey West versus Ryan Espy because I haven't seen it. I heard Corey looked awesome, but I haven't seen the matches yet. Evan, Blowzilla versus John, blah, blah, blah. Where the fuck did that happen? Oh, I lose my chats all the time. Who you got and why? I don't know. I'm going to take Blowzilla. I mean, the guy got a blowjob on a live stream. It's kind of a fucking legend. How can you root against that guy? I don't even like saying the other guy's name. I call him John blah blah blah. So definitely gonna go with Blowzilla. Plus, I actually think the guy's gonna win. He's just so fucking strong right now. Now, John blah 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 is very fucking good. So it's really hard to bet against him. I think it's actually going to look a lot like the Sasho match with Blowzilla. So probably bet on blah blah blah. Practice with Passport yesterday, strong as ever. Yeah, Paul Passport is a fucking animal. If you guys want to talk, like, there's lots of other places that you can do it. I eat ramen noodles, sausage, and potatoes to get superpowers. Yeah, I don't think that's actually going to work, but whatever floats your boat, man. Some say I haven't wrestled a bear, and the bear now wearing beer man pants. That is not true. I definitely have his pants. So, one sec, just gotta send out a quick text that is rather important. And we're done. Marcus, you wrecked after some sugar Jagger bombs. Oh yeah, I got a little drunk up on a little bit of Jagger bombs. No big deal. Marcus, I heard Engen got really mad at you. Yes, that is true. Engen fucking snapped on the fix at Marcus, but it wasn't really at Marcus. It was basically just a blow off about everybody that was talking shit on him. And he just picked Marcus because his name came up with a massive super chat. Marcus is a fucking legend. He's literally the reason that YouTube community goes live all the time, because Marcus is there firing off at everybody. Just fucking stud. Allow me to prepay for the last Jaeger of the stream. Well, we already did the last Jaeger of the stream. I am out of, actually, that's not true. There's one more can, but then I have to do 3 more Jaeger bombs. I don't know if I want to do 3 more. Why do you call John blah blah blah? Because I'm a high hooker and saying his last name is blasphemy. That's a dirty word. Gonna get some sleep. Great stream, Evan. See you the next time. All the best, everyone in the chat. Have a good night, Tom. Marcus, beer bed pants, try wrestle you to death. I got those pants sitting right there. I can pull them out of the drawer right now. I won't put them on in front of you. I mean, I'll go off the camera and put them on. My master trying to steal your look. No, he'd have to grow the big beard first. Michael Todd tried to steal my look. Michael Todd was not bald. When I started arm wrestling, I was bald with a beard. And Michael Todd was this scrawny little dude with abs and a little tiny goatee and hair, all fucking gelled and douchey looking. He realized how badass I looked, and he was like, I want to look cool too. Marcus Thompson, Frank, my odds are looking great. Drunk steak kings, shutout steaks. Marcus, just because I get drunk doesn't mean I'm going to stop getting drunk. I can get drunk all fucking night. Who would I like to see Derek face next? That's fantastic. Obviously, the Morozov was a bit rough. For Derek, stylistically, Corey West is a fantastic stylistic matchup of Derek's hand wrist length versus that dragon cup. The direction Corey moves is great. It's great. Shutout steaks. Shutout sleep steaks, 100% buddy slap. Oh, Marcus, dude. I don't fall asleep because I get drunk. I get drunk because I get drunk. Thomas, yes. PMT or something. Dude, it's not going to work that way, man. Evan's slacking. I barely see the can. I think he's just getting old. It's not easy being the beer man, Burgoyne liver. Well, one, my liver can outwork anybody. And yes, for a 2.5 hour live, I only drank a dozen pints. Nothing impressive going on tonight, but I have been drinking all day. And I've had 3 days of fucking nonstop hammering. So just exhausted. Just exhausted. Derek looked weak in his match against Mike a few weeks ago. He doesn't see, no, I don't think that's the same thing. Look, it takes time to rest and get that inflammation out of there. I told Derek why he looked weak and didn't understand it. Well, we talked about it beforehand, and I told him that you need to be peaked and rested, ready to go. And you get a short notice, fucking last minute call up. You better be fucking ready. And I told him the likelihood of him getting called in as a replacement for one of these matches was high, and that you need to be rested properly. Plan to be pulling at this event. Just plan that you want to be rested, showing up, ready to go against whoever the fuck they give you. And just do that. And then he didn't. He just was like, well, I'm probably just going to commentate. We don't really need to worry about that. And then sure enough, he gets a call. It's last minute notice. And he's not rested properly. And his arms are all fucking jacked up. He's not at 100%. Now, I don't want to take anything away from Orzov because he looked like a killer. But yeah, I think if Derek knew he was going there, you should automatically assume you're going to be one of the fill-ins. And yeah, you got some notice, but not enough. Not enough. Nearly poltergeist spooked. Yeah, well, you get a poltergeist in your house, you'll be spooked too. I would love to see Valley Hooker rules on joining the club. Bet Evan wrote them. I did write them. So basically, you can't show up to your first practice unless you got a case of beer in your hand for the team. Adam Berger, wow, you've been on for a good amount of time. That's great stuff. I always go a little over. I wanted to go 2 hours. Looks like I'm going 3, but whatever. It's nothing crazy. Baby Yoda can bust ghosts. He has to drag the pack around, though. Busting ghosts is badass. Marcus Thompson, Evan Ghost, like fucking light beer drinker. Whatever. I drink a lot of light beer and I get less calories. That's why I still make 242. You think most people could drink this much and stay not fat? Actually, I'm supposed to make 220 for an upcoming match. That's going to be a bit of a problem. I'm going to have to switch off of the beers and get into vodka fresca for a few months over the summer, I think. So, guys, I got to go take a piss. We got 75 viewers here. Hopefully, some of y'all are still around so I can sign off properly. Possibly do 3 more Red Bull shots or Jaeger shots here. But I do got to pee. I'll be back in a minute. I do have to go upstairs to pee this time. The bucket is full. How many did I lose? Oh, I only lost 5. I'm not sure if I'm impressed or not. Okay, super chat first. I actually had a super chat while it wasn't even there. That's impressive. Morozov will be top 3 in the world. Also, what the fuck is up with the rankings? Dave being ahead of Devin. Well, people don't like Devin. A lot of people don't like Devin. And for stupid reasons. Like, I don't get how dumb a lot of these people are. Cobra show up and make them all perform $20 alley. Cobra's a hoe. I had to kick him off my show last time for not being a hoe. The guy came onto my show, and now this is actually on my channel. I sent him the invite, and I sent him the link. And then he gets on here, and he's not even making fun of me. What the fuck? If Cobra and I ever get onto the fix together or something, you know, okay, we'll just get along. Like, we don't have to do the thing. But when you're on my motherfucking show, Cobra, the fans expect greatness. And I don't invite you onto my show to fucking be nice and say, oh, I'm giving you a night off. Well, you know what, motherfucker? I'll give you a night off. Get the fuck off. I had to kick him off. This is not the show for serious conversations and being friends. You got to go. Come back when you're ready to talk a bit of shit. Let's have the East fly their nonsense humor butts to US or Canada to pull. Yeah, it'd be awesome if somebody over here started a big East versus West or West versus East. And yeah, they're the ones that deal with the travel and the time change and all that jazz. I'm hoping Marcus Thompson can send the goons in and, like, you know, fix the lottery so that I win. I guarantee you, I win that Powerball money, we're going to have some big events. I promise you that. At least one, and if I don't die, we'll do 2. Is Devin not tapering? Yeah, no, Devin's definitely tapering. But right, because he is so fucking strong, he doesn't feel as beat up. I don't think he's tapering as early or as hard. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I know he's not going hard with his right arm anymore. His left, he doesn't care. It's party arm, right? He's just throwing it around. But I think he needs to stop doing that too. It's still pretty far out, but you don't want your body to spend all its energy trying to heal up on the arm that you don't care about, right? You got to give that a break too, to make sure that your right arm gets there. Your body can only do so much at a time, and spending the energy on the wrong side is not a good thing. They can't handle most Michael Todd on the table. It's a whole different animal. Fuck. Yeah, if there's no under the table rules, if Devin really pushes this Freedom League, Monster Michael Todd will be able to drop as low as he fucking wants. But there's other ways to beat that guy at that point. How many hangarounds and prospects do the high hookers have? We got a few. The lights are a palate cleanser and hydration. Right, so that's why I drink light beer. Just cleanse the palate and stay hydrated. I don't want to get all fucked right off. Devin's forearm. Oh, what are you doing for the live? I want to hear about this, man. Marcus, so probably early Monday morning there. Tonight might not be the best for you. Oh, Marcus is an animal all nights. That was for 500 sub celebration. That is so awesome, dude. I'm getting so close to a 5,000 mark. You know, I want it to be at 5,000 by the end of the year. And we're not even halfway through the year, and I might hit it already. So that's like super fucking awesome. I'm really happy. And even though I don't have like a huge fucking following like Devin or Michael Todd or even fucking Bowen, you know. I feel that all of my fans are a lot more connected with me, and you know, they stay here. You know, we hang out and we do a lot more interacting. I feel more connected to my fans than any of those bigwigs do. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't often have interactions in the chats where like, oh, this is a new guy. I've never seen him talking before. Sometimes, but most of the time when I'm reading the chats, I don't read your names out every time because there's a lot of fucking chatting going on. But it's probably not the first time we've talked, you know? So although being a bigger channel is good, I think we're going to lose a lot of the personability, which sucks, but whatever. You guys that are always chatting, as long as we're always chatting, what's the difference? Frank definitely will Devin's sub, but never got live notice. Well, he doesn't actually do real lives. It's more fucking premiere stuff, I think. Good to see Paul Italia filling in for Evan while he's gone. Oh, Jesus. Savage. Just fucking savage. Just sub Devin's forum. I hope you get lots of subs. Zach, are you sub 5,000? I don't even know how many subs I have right now, actually. I think I'm like 4,830 or something like that. I don't know. Devin's forum at 502 subs. Fucking killing it, buddy. I really hope your channel grows fucking huge. I want it to hit 500,000 subs. And then we can still be buddies, you know? Marcus, clowns freak me the fuck out. I don't like clowns myself. I punching them seems like a good idea. Yep, somewhere here. Yeah, Marcus fucking vampire, always up, drinking blood and weird shit. What did the lesbian vampire say to the other lesbian vampire? See you next month. Cobra kills it. Pimp power. Yeah, Cobra's fucking hilarious. Quit calling me a goon. Did I call you a goon? Did I do that? I might have done that. I don't remember. What would you call your event, Evan? No idea what you're talking about. What would I call my event? What event? Hashtag 113. Yeah, Cobra's awesome. Oh, just never mind that fucking trunk. You're not stuffing me in it. I tried to stuff a 330-pound man into a trunk once, but it was a hatchback, like of a fucking like Prius or a Toyota Matrix or something. And Jody Larrett would not let me stuff this man. I just wanted to steal this guy and take him home as a drinking buddy. You know, I wanted to have a pet lava that I could sit down and pet, drink with all day, but Jody wouldn't let me steal a person that night. So whatever. What do you put money on? Actual fist fight, Matt Mask or Prudnick? Ooh, Mask. I do not want to get punched by that fucking knuckly prick. Thank you, Evan. I owe a lot to you in this chat. Marcus, Ozzy, whole community, bunch of rock stars. Hey, dude, we all fucking, what goes around's all around, Ricky. You know, we just have fun. Like, we all like doing shit for everybody. 5 beer funnel for 5K. Oh, man. I don't have a funnel that can hold 5. And I don't know if I have a gut that can hold 5 anymore. I could have probably done it at 300 pounds, but I don't know. Yeah, 4.83. Yeah, so that's roughly where I thought I was. I think that's what I said. I phoned a few people, Evan, for your subs. Oh, Marcus, you fucking rock star. Beer Man Arm Brawl. Oh, that's a good name for my... Oh, what would I call my event if I won the lottery and decided I was going to fucking have awesome events? The beer man arm brawl. I like that. I like that. Okay, yeah. As soon as he said the name, it clicked in what we were talking about, and then you're back in here saying what? Yeah. You said you won the millions. You'd have an arm wrestling event. I would have at least one. But if I was alive still after that one, I'd do another. But beer man arm brawl, I like it. I like it. We'd have to start a poll or something, but I think that's a heavy contender for the lead. Devon's once hit 1K. I send you big money slam. Devon's once hit. I don't get it. Oh, money slam for Devon's forearm. As soon as he's allowed to go live and get those fucking super chats, you're going to get the big money slam forearm. Devon's forearm. Do not. I really do appreciate the way you're going at that, but you cannot just give those wrenches out to everybody. I did a bit of research. I've only given out a few wrenches to people that I feel won't fuck around a whole lot. But if you just give them out to everybody, dude, you can get your shit fucked up real quick. So maybe don't do that. Also, don't ever give me one because I get drunk and do stupid things. It's a bad idea. Mask has natural brass knuckles. Yeah, something fucking exactly like that. It's a bad idea. Evan, when will you continue your non-introduction interviews with Neil? We were supposed to do it Thursday, but they announced Devin was going on Thursdays. So I didn't even ask Neil, like, hey, what the fuck? I'm supposed to be on there at that time. I get it. You got Devin on. Evan gets canceled. Alphabetical order. Devin's ahead of Evan. Whatever. I think I'm going to be a fairly mainstay on Neil's programming now. So both on the fix and in the mind of. So, yeah, if it's every second week, every third week, whatever, we're probably going to have a lot of them. Neil really wants to get in. So Neil knows most of my backstory and where I come from and what I did, how I grew up, and, the kind of guy I always was, and how arm wrestling became a good fit for me, and how I got into this, and not only how I got into arm wrestling and started arm wrestling and all that, but how the character of just being over the top came out, right? The whole story behind it is what he really wants to get into. Just, it's so easy to get Neil sidetracked. Plus, I like being on Neil's channel, right? It's a bigger channel. He's got more subscribers than me. Being on there is good for my channel. The more they see me, the more they get, tossed over to my channel, whatever. It's good for my growth. So me intentionally kind of fucking Neil around and throwing him off is good for me. Fuck, it's 11:03. I forgot to sign off. Might as well have one more beer. Yeah, the more I can kind of extend getting what Neil wants out of this is good for me. And Neil knows exactly why I'm doing it, but he just can't help but bite on it because it's just so smooth to have these chats between me and Neil, right? We're just a couple of dudes hanging out, and this is exactly what he wants, even though we never get into the actual subjects that Neil wants to cover. But if we don't get into those, we got to do another one. And that's good for me. Plus, he doesn't have to look for another guest. Like, he's got somebody that, he still wants to cover a lot of topics with. So it's good for everybody. We have great shows together, and we still have stuff to cover. So we could just keep doing it a bunch of times. I actually made a joke to him the first time I got him all fucking off track. Like, oh, don't worry, we'll get to it by episode 16. And he starts laughing. He's like, I hope we can go 16 episodes and then actually get to it at some point. Oh, Marcus Thompson in here with another super chat tonight. All joking aside, at Drunk Wars, we will chat about an annual Beer Man arm brawl. I'll be the silent shh, partner. Don't tell anybody. Marcus, for a guy that sends out super chats at a fucking impressive rate, I think you should understand how super chats work a little better. They show up on the screen real big and I read them. And when you put don't tell people at the end of it, order of operations is all fucked up. Just saying. So when I go to Arm Wars and I do this, drunk wars and then Shimiwaza wars, piss wars, all this stuff, get Marcus involved with the anti-stabbing beer man wars. We're not going to talk about the beer man arm brawl event or have Marcus being a silent partner because I don't think anybody's going to believe it. Now I got to delete the whole feed. Fuck's sakes, Marcus, you fucked it all up. Marcus, bounce the fuckers. Might be having. I'll be a sponsor for the event as long as I get chat props for first come up with the name. Oh, fuck yeah. If we actually get that going, we're going to have a good time. Yes, Devin. Devin's forum. Brian. Yeah, you got to be careful with that shit. Frank laugh aloud. Evan first get bounced from his own event. I'm not getting bounced from shit. It doesn't work that way. I will literally sit down in the middle of the fucking floor and say, no, make me leave. Nobody ever makes me leave. Moderators can delete comments on videos, subscribers if they choose. Be careful. Glad to see Neil cross 16. Yeah, Neil's doing a good job. One second, guys. Belfast run. It's like the Liquor Olympics, anti-stabbing. Yeah, anti-stabbing is a good thing, man. One tourney in the event is the YouTube chat only. I'm in. Guys, you let me set up a fucking big event. Like a big one? Oh my, it's gonna be a fucking doozy. I'm gonna try to stop by Brian's or Devin's Farms live tonight just to collect my wrench and then fuck it up. I would like to teach him why you don't just give those out to everybody. Wait, that's not going to go well for me. He has one on mine. I might have to take his away. Take his away and then do it. Evan, have you ever heard of Pete Nestock? He was a heavyweight champion, 1976, from my hometown, Highlands, New Jersey. I have not heard of that guy, no. But the beer wife's going to bed, so I'm going to join her. You guys got me all drunked up and all randy, so going to go have my fun. So 10 after 11, just over the 3-hour mark. Trying to be the responsible guy that doesn't stay online for like 8 hours at a time there, Brian. But bedtime for me. Remember, if you're a minor, don't drink on YouTube. Everybody else, party up, boys. Fucking have a good night. Enjoy the simple things. Drink your beers. Have fun. Remember, if you get drunk enough, somebody can always give you a good choking. Later, guys.